Centricom Channel 10 Sports and Mid-Utah Radio, the sports leader in South Central Utah, now present another exciting high school football game broadcast. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the football field for simulcast coverage of high school football on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10.
And we welcome you now to Duchesne High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Radio Robinson here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 as we get ready for 1A quarterfinal playoff action. Rick, we've had 11 quarterfinals in 1A, 2A, and 3A complete so far. All of them played yesterday. Well, the final one to make it 12 even is today between the Kanab Cowboys and the Duchesne Eagles.
And what is your record in those games?
I'm 11 for 11.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to know who's going to win? And I'm not going to ask him on this, but he's 11 for 11 here.
I've had a good week as far as picking games. That doesn't mean I wanted those 11 for 11 to happen necessarily, because I like our local teams that we cover on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10 to have success, but that's how it went. This is, by the way, is the Snow College pregame show. Snow College enrolls over 5,000 students representing 36 states and 38 foreign countries. Join the spirit and visit snow.edu. And, Rick, we've got what, to me, it should be a great game here today. It's hard to believe that we're saying Kanab-Duchesne quarterfinals. This is a semifinal finals match you would normally think.
Yes, no doubt. And these are two very tradition-rich in football. And, in fact, a lot of Duchesne people were asking, how did Kanab lose this game? How did they lose that game? It's just high school football.
And the answer is we don't know. I mean, it was what a year that Kanab has had as they come in. Hard to believe they finished last in the region. They go 0-3 in region play, and clearly the South region very good. They went 3-0 yesterday, 2 shutouts pitched by Parowan and Monticello, and then Milford, the number 1 ranked team, got a 41-27 win over Layton Christian. So the South region goes 3-0 yesterday, but we clearly also have the class of the North region here today at home in Duchesne.
Yeah, no question about that. There's a talented Duchesne team, and, I anticipate a good game because these two teams have played.
They have played. They played each other earlier this year. As we go back to that game, it was here in Duchesne as well, September 14th. So it's about 6 weeks ago, a month and a half ago. And Duchesne got the win 14-6. Now, that same week of that game, Sam Orton, the quarterback for Kanab, got hurt. He did not play against Duchesne. They went to one of the younger quarterbacks, played okay. They didn't score touchdowns. Since then, they've made another change and have gone to Marcus Fox at quarterback. And so that's changed their offense up a little bit, having Marcus Fox there at the quarterback position. But that's obviously kind of changed things up for Kanab. Since that Duchesne loss, they beat Layton Christian. Then they lost to Rich, which that was a really surprise to me that they went on the road and lost to Rich and Randolph. Long road trip from one end of the state literally to the other end of the state. And so kind of a tough road trip with a loss there. But they played Milford tough. They played Parowan to overtime and lost in overtime. They played Monticello tough on the road. But all of them still losses for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and if you're Duchesne, you got to be thinking our reward for winning the region is Kanab.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
yeah, it should be a fun game here today between these two teams as we've got what should be a great battle here. Of course, the Cowboys, coached by Bucky Orton, had the chance to visit with him earlier, and it was kind of that same comment. He said, we just haven't been able to put 4 quarters together. He can't believe that Kanab has finished in 4th, but he feels like they've got a great shot to come up here and get an upset.
The one thing that's different when you get into the playoffs, it makes no difference what your record's been, where you're at. I do think that teams like Duchesne, when win your region, you do feel like you play different. I think, and I do think that losing creates when you get behind, you have a tendency to not play the same.
Agreed.
But that being said, it is a new season.
It is a new season, the playoffs, and as we mentioned, the South went 3-0 yesterday to advance. Now, we do know the location. We have been told the location, at least, for the 1A semifinals will be at Payson High School. Milford Monticello, that is already booked for Payson High School, essentially. That's where that game will be next week. But Parowan, who plays the winner of this game, their location is yet to be determined. It'll either be at Payson or in Cedar, at either Cedar or Canyon View. because they're going to wait to see who wins. If Duchesne wins, it will be at Payson with Milford Monticello. If Kanab gets the upset, though, they have determined they're going to put that game in Cedar City.
And when you say Cedar City, it'd be at one of the high schools.
Yes, either Cedar High School or Canyon View High School, because SU has a home game next week, so they cannot do it at SU. So that's kind of caused some scheduling issues for a lot of teams, a lot of people. In fact, I was in Moab last night doing the South Sevier Grand football game, and I talked to a Grand group before the game started. They were kind of banking on a win, and they said, yeah, we're ready for Cedar next week. And I said, you're not going to Cedar next week. And they said, it's not at SUU? I said, no, it's not. So they just didn't quite realize that because of the scheduling of the colleges this year, Snow College, SUU, Weber State, Dixie State, all home next week, kind of made it tough to schedule these 1A, 2A, 3A semifinals.
And, it just is that way. But no matter where you play, you'll be thrilled to be in a semifinal.
That's right.
That's how
That's the key. You got to be there. And the state championship, of course, will be in 2 weeks at Weber State University. So that is still on the books there. So the Cowboys, coached by Buck Yorton. The Duchesne Eagles, coached by Jerry Cowan. He's got a great program here. Coach Cowan does. I've visited with him many times over the last couple of years. And, he feels good about the group he has right now, recognizes that the South probably was a little stronger than the North this season when it comes to the talent. But Duchesne is a tradition-rich powerhouse, football powerhouse. They know what to do. They're a disciplined team, and it's not going to be easy for Kanab to come in here and try to pull off the upset.
No, and you would favor Duchesne, but nonetheless, that's where you play.
Yep.
Kanab, I think the play of their quarterback has gotten better here, and I anticipate this could be just a fun football game.
I think it will be. Should be a lot of fun today at Duchesne High School. This, once again, is the Snow College pregame show. We'll take a quick break and come back with our coach's comments. Unfortunately, when I was down there, I couldn't quite get Coach Orton as he was in the locker room with his team, but I did talk to one of his assistant coaches, Mason Fox. We'll get his thoughts on this afternoon's game, 3 o'clock kickoff here from Duchesne High School on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. Again, we'll get his thoughts, the coach's comments next here inside the Snow College pregame show.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions' dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
Stevens Feed in Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com. No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
We're joined now by Mason Fox of the Kanab Cowboys coaching staff on the road today in quarterfinal playoff action against the Duchesne Eagles. Coach, hard to believe we're saying Kanab Duchesne in the quarterfinals. So you think that's a semifinal state championship type of matchup, but tough season for your group this year. You finished 4th in the region and as a result draw this tough first round seed, but South Region very tough and you were in pretty much every one of those games all year long. Where do you feel like your team is at coming into this playoff game?
You know, we've struggled with playing 4 quarters. We feel like we've got a pretty good team. We feel like if we can put 4 quarters together today, then we'll be right in the game and have a chance to win in the end. So, you know, we're feeling good. Record 0-0 now, and you just go to work, and eventually you're going to have to play a good team. So you're going to have to do it today here in Duchesne.
Last time you played Duchesne earlier this year in non-region play, lost 14-6 here on this field. Hard-fought game, 2 field goals for your team from your good kicker in Cameron Fryer. Had a quarterback change with Sam Morton getting injured the week before that one. You've made some other changes. Your boy Marcus now at the quarterback position. Where do you feel like your offense is at since that game?
Offensively, I think we're moving the ball pretty good. We got to finish drives today. I think that'll be a key. Is when we do get the chance down in the red zone to score, we're going to have to score some touchdowns, and so we're feeling good. We've lost Sam, and of course that's a big hit, but you know, Marcus has stepped in, and of course Derek did a good job up here. We just you know, we couldn't get the ball across the goal line, and that's going to be the key today, is scoring touchdowns. What do you need to see out of Marcus in your offense today? You know, hopefully he just comes out and is a good leader, and we got to protect the football today. You know, you can't have a bunch of turnovers and hope to beat a good team at their home field. And so hopefully he controls the offense and you know, takes what the defense gives him, and we control the clock and control the game without turning the ball over. You look at yesterday's games, the South Region went 3-0 yesterday, including 2 shutouts. What does that say about the region contest you've had to go through to get to this point? Yeah, it's tough. South Region is really, really tough this year, and we saw it in region play. You know, there's probably, you know, every team's got a chance, and we feel the same way. So we're hoping it's an all-South playoff from here on out. So. Of course, the unquestioned class of the North is Duchesne, and so they're sitting at the top. So you drew that toughest first round or quarterfinal game here in this one. When you go up against Duchesne, what do you need to do to try to slow them down and make sure that you keep them out of the end zone? Yeah, I think the key with them is just, you know, really first downs. If we can control what they do on first down, put them in some passing situations, and hopefully put them behind the chains, get them behind the chains a little bit, then we feel good about our chances. But if they're able to get 5-6 yards on first down, then they'll have, you know, short yardage situations, and they're really good at short yardage situations. So, all right, Coach, we'll watch for that. Thanks for joining us, and good luck today. Okay, thanks. Once again, Coach Mason Fox there, the Kanab Cowboys coaching staff here inside the Snow College pregame show. And Snow College, of course, so many great offerings at Snow College, and they offer the lowest tuition and fees in the Utah system of higher education. Start your education at snow.edu. Rick, as you got to hear Coach Fox's comments there, what are your thoughts on what he had to say?
Well, I thought he was spot on. It's a new season. Of course, I'd already told you that. They'd lost some tough games, getting a new quarterback acclimated. I just think I'd be surprised if we see another 14-6 ball game. I think this game will be a little more higher scoring. I looked at the points on the year. Kanab has actually outscored Duchesne point-wise during the season. The difference is the defense. This Duchesne defense has been really, really tough all year.
Yes, it has. And so it'll be interesting to see how that happens and how Kanab's offense is going to be under Marcus Fox at quarterback. You know, they got Caden McDonald back this year after he left middle of the school year last year. And so he's back. So they've got the athletes are still there for Kanab. It's not the same Kanab team we've seen the last few years that has been a consistent state championship favorite, but it is still a good Kanab team and a team with a lot of tradition, much like Duchesne. I think it's going to be a great game here.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
And you just you're never guaranteed when the matchups look like they're going to be good that it will be a good game, but I anticipate a very spirited contest.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. By the way, throughout today's game, we will be looking for the Zion Pharmacy Player of the Game. Since 1984, Zion Pharmacy, your family's pharmacy, and the Kanab Drug Sub of the Game. Kanab Drug serves paninis, wraps, and smoothies at the soda fountain. That's a good soda fountain. Been there a few times as well. And then the Garkin Energy Key Play of the Game. As we see that play throughout the game, we'll make sure to mention that Garkin Energy Key Play of the Game for this one. Coming up, we will have also our keys of the game brought by Honey's Marketplace as well.
Yeah, and Zion Pharmacy, Courtney Sterling's a very good friend of mine. I lived in Kanab for 5 years, and I told you I had some friends there.
Yes, you do.
Courtney and BJ, what a terrific people. I really enjoyed our friendship. Still do with them.
Yeah, so we'll look forward to all those things coming throughout tonight. This afternoon's game, a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday afternoon for the quarterfinals. Winner of this game once again advances to play Parowan next week in the semifinals. Location yet to be determined. Depends on who wins. So that's coming up. This is the Snow College pregame show. We'll take a break and come back with our keys of the game next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly, residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
And welcome back here to the Snow College pregame show. Snow College was selected a top 10 college by the Aspen Institute 3 straight times. Turn on your education at snow.edu. We've got Kanab at Duchesne, 1A quarterfinal football action here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. And time now for our Keys of the Game. Keys of the Game brought to you by Honey's Marketplace. Not your average grocery store. Come see for yourself. The nursery has the finest plants and trees, and their floral department carries lovely flowers. That's Honey's Marketplace in Kanab. And all right, Rick, let's take a look at the keys of the game here for the Cowboys.
Well, I think the key for Kanab is that they're able to keep their offense on the field and move the football and score points. If Duchesne's able to hold them to their defensive average, which is Duchesne has not given up more than 14 points a game. They average 14 points a game. I think if Duchesne holds them to that and less, I don't think that's going to spell good things for Kanab.
Yeah, good point there. Good thoughts there. So there's your keys of the game, brought to you by Honey's Marketplace here for the Kanab Cowboys. I do want to mention the field here at Duchesne looks fantastic. We've talked about it on the way up. Not a lot of fields. There's several fields at least that don't have hash marks. They've got the hash marks. A freshly painted Duchesne Eagle there at midfield. And then also on this side of the field, the Duchesne side of the field, the number 34 is painted at midfield along with the initials SY. And, you look at every community is tight-knit, but I think the smaller the community, the tighter knit it gets.
And it's bright, sunshiny. It's 63 degrees. This is perfect football weather.
Yes, it is. And I'm talking about the 34 and the SY, again, painted at midfield here as the captains meet at midfield right now. But that the 34 is the number of a former player here for Duchesne, McCoy Young. The SY, his wife's initials, Chantel Young. A tragic car accident just recently where his wife Chantel passed away in that accident by Strawberry. One of these many accidents we've heard of the last couple of weeks. And so they are honoring them here today as well. In fact, we'll hear from McCoy, the husband in that accident. At halftime, he will speak to the Duchesne crowd here today. So, again, as we talk about, communities are tight-knit. It seems to get more so as the smaller it gets, and great way to honor that family here today.
I agree with you. And this is sporting events like this bring the whole communities together.
Absolutely. So we'll look forward to that at halftime as well, but it's an unfortunate reason to have to look forward to it. And the coin toss has been completed, and the White Hat letting us know that Kanab will receive. Duchesne won the coin toss. They defer to the second half. Kanab has elected to receive to begin the game, and Kanab will be going right to left across your radio dial and computer or TV screen, with Duchesne going left to right. And Kanab dressed in all white today. The white helmets, white jerseys, white pants. Duchesne in all blue with the blue helmets, blue jerseys, and blue pants. We'll take a short break, and we'll come back with the opening kickoff next here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centricom.com to supercharge your internet today.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School as we get ready now for the opening kickoff. Opening kickoff brought to you by the Kane School District, providing students excellent instruction and empowering immeasurable opportunity. And Kane County School District, every student, every day. That's the Kane County School District, of course, where Kanab resides in Kane County. So Kanab and Duchesne, quarterfinal football action coming up. We're just moments away from the opening kickoff here in Duchesne. I do want to give a shout out as well to VTV, Vernal TV, V6 Media, as they're also known by, as they are providing our cameras for today's broadcast here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom at Channel 10. And I also want to let you know, halftime of the BYU game. Rick, what's your score?
It's 3 for BYU, Northern Illinois 0.
All right, that's a Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update. Stop in for delicious Western entrees and chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy. For takeout or catering, call 1-800-599-2488. And so that's a 3-0 ball game in that one at the half there in Provo. And we are just about set and ready to go now for Kanab playoff football action as the Duchesne Eagles make their way out onto the field. Again, throughout today's game, we will be looking for the Zion Pharmacy player of the game and the Kanab Drug sub of the game. Brock Ford will kick it away for Duchesne, and back to receive for the Kanab Cowboys. We will have Caden McDonald along with, let's see, don't got his number right there. We'll try to make sure we get that for you. But going to be taken for the Cowboys on the near side of the field. Fake the handoff to McDonald. Go into the fake reverse. Got a wall on the far side. Cuts back inside. Out across the 35-yard line. About the 37-yard line is where he will go down. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys from their own 37-yard line.
Well, that was a 17-yard return for where he got that ball, Robert. So really a nice return cutting on that wall on the right side.
Marcus Fox, quarterback for the Cowboys. He will come under center. Going to have one receiver wide left. That'll be Carter Jackman. Caden McDonald inside. Clay Shakespeare, the tight end, lined up tight left side. Marcus Fox goes under center. Wing to the double wing. They're going to send a man in motion. Take the snap, and there's going to be a false start as they went. Everybody went early.
Yeah, and it didn't look good. I thought that looked like they started early, and finally the whistle and the flags. They may have blown it, but they did stop it.
So penalty marching back 5 yards. Not a great way to start the game with a false start penalty for the Cowboys, but it'll make it 1st and 15 now from their own 32-yard line. Fox will get the play call from the sideline. Working his way to the line, the ball, the offensive line. Wide left will be Jackman for the Cowboys. Double wing. Fox under center. Send a man in motion, takes a snap. Gives it to the end around, nowhere to go as he's going to be bottled up at the 30-yard line. Might have lost a yard. Looks like he did back to the 31 on the play.
Yeah, and Duchesne showing their strength as their defense. Very, very impressive from the linebacker position coming in. Several of those linebackers.
Make sure we get you who 23 is here today. I know there's been a couple of number changes. Coach Orton tried to alert me of most of them. Now Drew Hafen is going to be wide right as the lone receiver for the Cowboys as Fox goes under center. Hard count. Going to send a man in motion. Hands it off right side. Nowhere to go again as it gets bottled up. And they're going to be, might have lost another yard back to the 30 to make a 3rd down at about 17.
Yeah, and Kanab really has struggled here on this first series. They had a motion penalty, had to move it back, and now a couple plays they've run, they've lost yardage.
That one was Blomquist on the carry there, Kyle Blomquist, for a loss of a yard. So to make it 3rd down and 17. What is likely a passing down. Duchesne still stacking the box. Tight formation for the Cowboys. Fox under center. Got Jackman left side, takes a snap, rolls out, heavy pressure, has a man on him. He's going to go down, a sack for the Eagles inside the 25-yard line.
As they blitzed the middle linebacker, no one picked him up, and that was Duchesne's Jackson Moreland, who came in right up the center.
Well, yeah, not a great drive for the Cowboys to start as they lose 13 yards on their first drive of the game as they bring out the punt team. Two back to receive for Duchesne. High snap, able to come down with it is McDonald. Left-footed kick, kind of got off the side of his foot, and it'll go out of bounds at midfield. Let's see where the official marks it. They're going to put it right at the 50-yard line. So good field position for Duchesne for their first drive of the game.
Yeah, and that kick went off the side. It actually got fairly good yardage for the way it went off the foot.
So Duchesne will come out. You look at the Duchesne roster, Rick. You got Jaron Mortensen and Skylar Ford. And guys, I just feel like I've been calling their name for several years every time we see Duchesne in the playoffs.
Very talented Duchesne team.
Kason Grant is the quarterback. Junior quarterback wears number 11. He'll line up in the shotgun. Takes a snap, give the handoff at the middle. Big hole, and it got tripped up but kept on going. Going to pick up about 3 yards under the 47-yard line. Skylar Ford with a big carry.
And we have a number 23. He just made a tackle. He's made a return. We're going to have to pick up that name because he's not on our roster.
So 2nd down and 7. Cody Stubbs making the plays there for the Cowboys, number 23. Now we got that one. We got, once again, Grant in the shotgun formation. Double wing, one back in the backfield. That's Ford. One receiver wide left. They give it to Ford again. Coming to the right side, lowers his shoulder, and Dallin Whitesides goes low and makes a nice tackle for the Cowboys.
And Cody Stubbs is in there again also. I'll tell you what, he's had a nice start to this game.
Going to be a 1-yard pickup for Ford. He's got 2 carries for 4 yards now. CC Auto Parts pit stop stat check for you.
The difference in the first series for Duchesne and versus Kanab lost yardage every time they ran it. Duchesne, even though it's been hard, they have picked up some yards.
Yes, they have. It's 3rd down and 6 now for the Eagles. 8:40 to go here in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Grant in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out, heavy pressure coming from the Cowboys. Able to get free, throws it, and on a comebacker, nice catch made by Gavin Davis, and he'll be tripped up after he picks up a first down right at the 40-yard line. He needed 6 and got it.
Yeah, and they're going to mark it right there on the 40.
Whitecap is going to take a look here. The nose is on the 40, and they will give him the first down. So, again, needed 6 and got it.
Boy, when you mark that football on the line, I don't know how you're not going to give them a first down. They gave it a good look, but they marked it on the line, and they finally signaled a first down.
So Davis got the first down, a first down for the Eagles. First down of the game for either team in this one. Lumber Plus first down, Lumber Plus in Kanab. 1st and 10 on the Kanab 40 now for Duchesne. No score, 8:08 to go in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Grant in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, fakes the Ford, gives it to Davis on the end around. Huge hole on the far side of the field. Davis makes a move outside, and Carter Jackman a nice open field tackle to bring him down, but another Lumber Plus first down for the Eagles.
And where did they mark that down at?
Just across the 30 to about the, looks like the 29, maybe the 28.
So that's going to be a 12-yard pickup there on the end around, and that was really well executed. It looked like everything was going right. He came back left. The blocking was there.
Nice play for the Eagles. Another first down for them. So 1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line for Duchesne as they work their way close to that Glazers Family Market end zone. 1st and 10 from the Kanab 28-yard line. Again, Grant, shotgun formation, double wing, takes a snap, fakes the Ford, gives it to the end around once again, got hit high, and trying to strip him is Kanab, unable to do so.
And on the tackle, go ahead.
Brock Adams on the carry for the Duchesne Eagles.
Jace Reedhead and Colby Stubbs making the tackle for the Cowboys.
Going to be a gain of about 4 yards still to the 24-yard line.
That's what you want, though. You're gaining 4 to 5 yards on a run, and this really an impressive drive for Duchesne here early.
So 2nd down and 6 now for the Eagles. inside the 25-yard line in Kanab territory. Under 7 to go in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Grant, shotgun formation, takes a snap, gives to Ford up the middle. Ford tries to cut outside, got hit, keeps the legs turning, and he'll be tripped up, but not until he got another Lumber plus first down inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, and just off the right guard, it looked like he was going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage, broke a tackle and picked up the first down. That was just determination.
About an 8-yard gain on the carry for Skylar Ford. He's got 12 yards in this one on just 3 carries for the Eagles. Duchesne keeps on driving. Splitting wide left for Duchesne will be Jordan Claiborne, junior tight end. Going to take the snap, give to Ford up the middle. Ford gets hit in the backfield, keeps on driving, and 3 more Cowboys pile on to bring him down. Might have lost a yard on the carry.
Good penetration that time by Kanab as Cade Seismiski was in on that tackle.
They're going to put it at the 18, so a loss of 2 yards on the carry for Ford there. Second down and 12 now for Duchesne. Again, inside the red zone during that end zone for try to get the opening score here, the Glazers Family Market end zone. Grant shotgun formation, sends a man in motion, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Davis, rolls to his right, has time to throw, looks down the field, going to throw, and overthrew him a little bit too far out in front, out of bounds it goes, incomplete.
Yeah, it was open down around the 5-yard line, but it was a tough pass, a lot of motion, a lot of movement.
So that'll make it now 3rd down and 12. 2 passes, rolls them out to the right both times, Rick.
And, that pass, he tried to get it there before he was out of bounds on it. It's just a tough play for a quarterback when you're on a dead run.
Yes, it is. So 3rd and 12 now for the Eagles. And Claiborne wide left. Grant takes a snap, gives the handoff, and it's going to come back the other way on the reverse to Davis. Davis cuts back up the middle and got wrapped up, kept on going. He's going to be shy of the first down, but unless they want to kick a field goal, might be 4-down territory.
Yes, and that run, they're going to give about a 10-yard pickup there.
Now they're going to put it at the 8-yard line. So 4th and 2. Davis, 2 carries for 22 yards. Coming from that wing-back position. 4th and 2, going for it here are the Eagles. Again, double wing set. 1 receiver wide left is Claiborne. Ford the lone tailback, big tailback. Grant, shotgun formation, takes a snap, gives the Ford left side, big hole to run through, gets hit as he gets to the second level, and he's brought down inside the 5, and another Lumber plus first down for the Eagles.
Just a straight, quick handoff to Ford on the left, going off left tackle, and able to rumble right through there and pick up the first down.
Looks like they're going to spot it right about the 4-yard line, it looks like. So 4-yard pickup for Ford. Another Lumber plus first down for the Eagles as they again get inch closer and closer to that Glazers Family Market end zone. Grant shotgun formation. 1 receiver wide left, double wing set. Takes a snap, gives to Ford at the middle. Ford tries to bounce right, nowhere to go. Hit by the Kanab defense and brought down. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Yeah, and that was just a great defensive stance. Gannon Franklin in on their initial hit.
Dallin Whitesides.
Dallin Whiteside, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was one of the number changes. Going to be a loss of a yard on that one to make it 2nd and goal now from the 5 for the Eagles. Again, Grant shotgun formation, takes a snap, fakes the Ford, gives it to the end around to Adams. Adams looks for the hole, patiently dives for the end zone. Is he in? Touchdown Eagles. Duchesne strikes first.
Yeah, and that was an impressive drive by Duchesne. It took a whole chunk of the quarter. We're down to 3:49, but they just drove down the field in an impressive drive.
Adams just kind of patiently waited for that hole to open, then dove for the end zone and got in a 5-yard touchdown run. He's got 2 carries for 9 yards on the drive, and Duchesne has the lead 6-0. And now it's going to be Brock Ford on to kick the extra point for the Eagles. And it's going to be blocked, no good, as the Kanab defense comes through there. The special teams makes a play. And so it is 6-0. Duchesne with the lead over Kanab on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and at Centricom, Channel 10.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
A 6-minute and 11-second drive for the Duchesne Eagles, and they take the lead 6-0 to start this 1A quarterfinal game on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. And so a good drive there by Duchesne. Now they will kick it away. Brock Ford on to be the kicker for Duchesne, but really would love to see Kanab make an answer here after losing 13 yards in their first drive.
Yeah, and that was a real key. Kanab not able to pick up any yardage. Duchesne goes 50 yards. Impressive 6-minute plus drive.
Yeah, solid drive there again by the Eagles. Brock Ford on to kick it away now for Duchesne. Again, Stubbs and McDonald back to receive. This time it'll be Stubbs who takes it at about the 10-yard line, brings it out to the near side, looking to get a block, cuts inside to the 30, jumps over to the 35-yard line, jumped over a defender, and he'll go down at about the 36-yard line. Nice return again for Cody Stubbs.
And for Stubbs, that will be a 26-yard return. Had a nice one last time, and another one this time, 26 yards.
And they're going to put it to the 37, so both times he's made it to the 37-yard line.
Well, we're going to give him another yard, 28 yards.
There you go. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line now for Kanab. Again, their first possession, penalty, false start, marching back 5 yards, then they lost 8 yards in the next 3 plays. Fox, double wings, one back in the backfield. That's Blomquist, one receiver to the right. Fox under center. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Left-hand throw to the outside for Jackman and overthrew him. It'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, and Fox was just hammered as he let go of the football, left-handed, and I wasn't sure he was going to get it away. He did, but good pressure by the Eagles.
So to make it 2nd down and 10 now for Kanab. Still looking for positive yardage right now are the Cowboys as Drew Hafen, the talented sophomore, runs in the play. Of course, the cousin to Emmett Hafen, the great athlete at Richfield High School, who you had their game last night, Rick.
Yeah, Emmett was at his best yesterday in his 3A quarterfinal game.
Hafen going to line up wide right, double wing set again for Kanab. Marcus Fox under center. Blomquist the lone tailback. Long count, they're going to send man in motion. Rolls out to the left side as Fox going to come back across the middle and incomplete in the hands of Stubbs. Couldn't hold on to it as he got hit right as the ball got delivered.
Yeah, Jaron Mortensen was right there as the pass came. He gave him a hit.
Fun to watch Coach Cowan on the sideline, a big fist pump from him as that ball hit the turf. So 3rd down and 10 now for Kanab. Back-to-back pass plays on this one. Carter Jackman and Kyle Blomquist coming running into the game, bringing in the play call.
3rd down and 10 for the Cowboys. Ball at the 37.
At their own 37-yard line is Kanab. On 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. 6-0 Duchesne. Fox again under center. Jackman the receiver wide right. Double wing set. Blomquist the tailback. Hard count by Fox. Drops back the pass. Going to throw to Blomquist and overthrew him as that was a design pass to Blomquist, the running back. And again, not a lot of time there for Marcus Fox, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, the blitz coming up the middle. Kanab has had trouble with that, and they're 3 and out again here.
Didn't lose yards that time, but didn't gain any either. So 4th and 10, and Caden McDonald comes on to kick it away. Back to receive for the Eagles, Gavin Davis, the deep back, and then also back there is Brock Adams, the 2 wing backs of their offense. Caden McDonald takes the high snap. Good kick this time, end-over-end kick. It'll bounce it at the 30. Take a nice Kanab bounce all the way inside the 20 down to the 14-yard line. Great kick from Caden McDonald. Got a nice bounce on it.
And that's going to be a 50-yard punt.
Duchesne will take
What a nice punt. Probably the most positive thing Kanab's done all day today. And what a terrific punt. Puts Duchesne back deep in their own territory.
So we've got Duchesne leading 6-0 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, and they have the ball on their own 14-yard line to start this drive with 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Giving a guy at quarterback, Kason Grant, junior quarterback here for Duchesne. Wide left will be Claiborne. Adams and Davis, the wingback. Skylar Ford, the tailback. Grant in the shotgun. Going to send a man in motion. That's Adams. Fake it to him. Give it to Ford the other way, and nowhere to go for Ford. Might have got a yard out to the 15, but no more.
Yeah, and come up making just a tough, solid hit was Connor Chamberlain for the Cowboys.
Ford, the Cowboys defense have seen a heavy dose of the big bruising running back, as he has already 7 carries on these first 2 drives for 14 yards. So they've done a pretty good job of containing Ford, but when Davis and Adams, the wingbacks, have got the ball in the end around, that's when they've given up big yardage.
And the reverse, they've reversed it a couple times. So that's been effective.
Grant takes a snap, fakes to Ford, gives it to Davis. Davis trying to cut the other way. There's that end around again. Broke a tackle as Kanab. That is Jersey. He's got a first down and more. And then downfield, Cody Stubbs will wrap him up, but not till he got another big Lumber Plus first down across the 35-yard line.
And that run, they're going to spot it. Where at the 37?
22-yarder. So another big run for Davis. In fact, Davis now with 44 yards on just 3 carries. Here's your CC Auto Parts pit stop stat check for you. CC Auto Parts, your Napa Auto Parts store in Kanab. 1st and 10 from their own 37 for Duchesne. They lead Kanab 6-0 here on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Claiborne wide left for the Eagles. Offensive line out. Double wing set once again with Ford the tailback. Grant shotgun formation. Going to send Davis in motion. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to the left side. Looking to get a man deep down the field. He has a man open. Doesn't throw it. Keeps it himself. He's got another big first down and more as he gets hit by Stubbs. And Stubbs will stand up. The quarterback, Kason Grant. Great open field tackle again by Stubbs, but another big play for the Eagles.
Yeah, and that's going to be a pickup of 21 yards on that.
Into Kanab territory down to the 43-yard line. So at the 43-yard line, we have a timeout called by the Kanab Cowboys, and that is a Southern Utah News timeout. Southern Utah News, for all types of printing services, call 644-2900. That's 644-2900. We'll take the break with Kanab trailing Duchesne 6-0 with 2:10 to go in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Radio Robinson here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10. Coming out of the Southern Utah News timeout. It's 6-0 Duchesne, and they are driving into Kanab territory on the 43-yard line. And they've got the lead as well. And Coach Orton, you could tell in that timeout, Rick, was not happy with what he's seeing out of his team so far.
No, Duchesne's been able to move the football on the first drive from the 50-yard line for a touchdown. Now this drive started down where the 18-yard line and
down at the 14-yard line. Grant takes a snap and had a broken play there as he turned to the left. Ford went to the right. No one to hand it off to, and a tackle for loss for the Cowboys defense.
And that tackle was by William Afiaki.
Making the play there. Going to be a loss back to the 46-yard line. So loss of 3 yards. 2nd down and 13 for Duchesne. Minute 40 to go here in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Of course, Kanab Furniture, for fine crafted furniture products, visit 681 Shinley Drive in Kanab. One receiver wide left, that's Claiborne. Double wing set again with Ford in the backfield. Grant, shotgun formation, takes the snap, gives it to Ford, hit in the backfield, down he goes as Kanab's defensive line busted through.
And trying to give credit there, but I don't show. I didn't have a big number 77 made that tackle, but I was trying to give credit there.
That might be Cameron Fryer. I think it is Cameron Fryer for the Cowboys that came through and made the play.
Well, Cameron did just a heck of a job getting through there.
Loss of a yard on the carry there for Ford. Grant, shotgun formation, double wing set again. Takes a snap, takes a handoff to Ford, gives it to Davis. Davis trying to get to the outside, got a flag coming in on the play. He has a first down and more. He's down the sideline, inside the 20, 10-5, touchdown Eagles if it stands. But again, the flag is in the area of a hold, and so we'll see if this one's coming back.
Yeah, he just got on that left side right in front of the Kanab sidelines, raced down there.
Let's see what the call is here from the White Hat, and they are bringing it back. So likely a hold there. The flag sits back right at the line of scrimmage. So they are going to march it back from the 47-yard line. So they'll take them back to the 43 in their own territory. So a big penalty there for Duchesne, negates the touchdown, and also marches them back to make it now third down at about 23 yards.
Yeah, they're at the 43, and they've got to get down to the 33. So got a ways to go.
So third down and about 23 now for the Eagles with 24 seconds to go in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Quarterback Case and Grant running the play in. See if they get this off before they. I think they'll have to get it off before the first quarter comes to an end. Looks like Davis, who's been a wingback, is going to split wide left.
The back judge
is counting. I'm not sure they're going to get this off. And they do throw the flag. The flag came before the first quarter. They're going to throw a flag here. And let's see. He made the signal that he was throwing the flag, and then at the quarter end, let's see if they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, he started counting around 6.5 seconds. We'll see how they rule this.
Yeah, they usually start at the 5-second mark. So we'll take a break for the quarter as it is 6-0 with Duchesne leading Kanab on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
When it comes to communication solutions for your business, Centra Fiax by Centricom gets it right. We've got the right data connection with dedicated bandwidth up to 10 gig, plus an in-house network operations center for responsive local support from super smart service professionals. Centra Fiax offers SD-WAN service to connect all your business locations securely and the right digital voice solutions to fit your exact needs. Make the right call. Contact a business specialist at Centricom for customized Centra Fiax solutions to make your business thrive.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
And some confusion still on the field, but they did throw the flag and called the delay of game, and then they've added 4 seconds on the clock. So we're still in the first quarter, as it'll make it now, instead of 3rd and 23, it is now 3rd and 28 from their own 38-yard line for the Duchesne Eagles, and they'll add 4 seconds on the clock. So we'll have another quarter break here in a minute here, Rick.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. But what's funny is the back judge came up, talked to the referee, and the referee threw the flag.
Yeah, and it was the right call. Davis now split wide left for the Eagles. Fake the handoff there. They're going to give it. There comes the reverse back to Davis, and Davis hit. He'll be brought down to the 25-yard line as it again making the tackle there.
William Afiaki with a terrific tackle there. Had he got around there, he had lots of room.
Going to give the forward progress to the 29-yard line, but still a loss of 9 yards on the play to end the first quarter for the Eagles. And that'll make it 4th down, and now 37 yards, and so likely the punt team coming out to start the second quarter for Duchesne here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
And to the second quarter we go on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. It is 4th down and 37 for Duchesne. After a couple of penalties, pushed them back. One of them negated a touchdown run. And then a big tackle for loss by William Afiaki for the Kanab Cowboys. So Brock Ford on to kick it away now for the Cowboys. Back to receive Stubbs and McDonald for the Eagles to kick it away. Now back to receive Stubbs and McDonald. And Marcus Fox is shooting. That's not to McDonald. Fox is immediately going to call for the fair catch and take it at the 42-yard line. They're going to put it at the 41-yard line, it looks like, for Kanab. So good field position for Kanab to start this drive. Best field position they've had, but it's about right where they've been as well, Rick.
Yeah, and that'll be a 33-yard punt, so a nice punt by the Eagles.
11:55 to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, and 1st and 10 for Kanab. Kanab still in 2 drives, -8 yards is where they're at right now. So the offense just has not been there yet for Kanab, and we'll see what they can do here.
And, Duchesne's strength has been their defense, and their defense is winning over Kanab's offense because Kanab actually scored more points than Duchesne during the season. But this defense has really been impressive for Duchesne.
Different formation now for the Cowboys. They've got 2 receivers left with a wing to the right, or to the left side as well. Tight right with Shakespeare. Fox, quick pass to the outside. That's going to be taken by McDonald. Got a block, cuts up the middle. He's got some positive yards out near the 45-yard line for a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, quick screen out on the left flat right in front of the Kanab bench. The ball got out there, and he cut up field. But nothing's come easy for this Kanab team.
No, it has not. After the 4-yard gain there to the 45-yard line, they'll make it now 2nd down and 6. Going to go that back to the original set, double wing back. Tight right are the Cowboys. 1 receiver wide left. Fox under center. Going to send a man in motion and fake the hand. Now, does give the hand off to Blomquist, and he got hit in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards back to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that's with forward progress. That's supposed to be a quick hitter, and Blomquist was just leveled.
Nowhere to go for Blomquist as he loses 3 yards on the carry to make it 3rd down and 9 for Kanab. Under 11 minutes to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard here in Duchesne. Shakespeare's tight right, tight end for Kanab. Double wing set, 1 receiver wide left. Fox under center. Going to send McDonald in motion. Takes a snap, rolls out to the left side. McDonald just there to block, steps up, going to throw down the field. Looking for Shakespeare, through his hands, tipped and picked off by the Eagles. Duchesne comes up with a big interception near midfield.
And Caden McDonald did a terrific block to give him time to pass, but the pass was deflected. The receiver was not really open. And Duchesne gets the interception.
And it was right where Kanab needed a 1st down as well. So it's basically not even as good as a punt would have been, obviously, as they turn it over on the interception. So Duchesne takes over right near midfield with a 6-0 lead at the 48-yard line is where they'll have it with 10:31 to go in the first half. 1 receiver wide left. That'll be Claiborne. Double wing set. Shotgun formation for Grant. Takes a snap. Fakes the hand at the forward. Coming to the end around to Davis. Davis trying to get the edge. Got a block. And cuts inside as he got another block inside the 30 to the 20. And he's going to score for the Eagles. They take a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, what a terrific block on the outside there. And I want to give credit to that. I think it was Dylan. Was it Dylan Moon?
Got a great block and a 52-yard touchdown run.
That block on that outside was just a tremendous block. His block was high, his arms were out, and it sprung the touchdown.
And let's see, they're going to go for 2 here after it looks like they are after the extra point got blocked on their last touchdown. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. 52-yard run, 87 yards on 5 carries now for Gavin Davis of the Eagles. And they are going to go for 2 on this one with a 12-0 lead. And looks like we're going to have timeout called by Duchesne. Coach Cowan didn't like what he saw, and they were getting close to the end of their play time as well. So timeout called by Duchesne. That is, once again, for you, a Southern Utah News timeout. Dennis and Dixie at the award-winning Southern Utah News are celebrating 25 years of providing news coverage in Southern Utah, and that's Southern Utah News. In this timeout, Rick, defense, as you talked about, getting the job done handily right now for Duchesne. Kanab's got to find something here in this hopefully before the first half comes to an end.
Well, one of the keys I felt to the game was Kanab's offense keeping Duchesne off the field, and they've not been able to do that. And Duchesne is just dominated both sides of the football so far.
Yes, they have. You look at the line play, Kanab's got some good size. This is a line. I say Kanab has the size edge in this game. I'd like to see their line start to be a little more dominant offensively because Duchesne is getting in the backfield over and over and over again.
And it's every time it appears Kanab has a good play going, Duchesne has come up with a bigger play. They've been able to deflect and get an interception. But there's lots of game left. The bad news, if you're from Kanab, is you're down 12-0. The good news is there's still lots of time in this game.
Yes, there is. So it will be Duchesne coming out, going for 2 now, coming out of that Southern Utah News timeout here in the second quarter, leading Kanab 12-0. Grant going to go in the shotgun formation. Claiborne wide left, double wing set for the tailback. Grant shouting instructions. Takes a snap. Fakes to Ford. Going to keep it himself. Cuts up the middle, and he is in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. 14-0 Eagles with the lead.
And it almost looked like that was a broken play, but I think he was just waiting for a blocker, and a nice read and run there by Grant.
We'll take the break with 10:20 to go in the first quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. It's Duchesne 14, Kanab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
I've really liked.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High Schools. We are in 1A quarterfinal playoff action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and, of course, Centricom at Channel 10. And it's 14-0 Duchesne, and Duchesne doing about everything they want to do so far in this game. As Kanab is struggling offensively. In fact, Kanab so far on their first 3 drives still only have -7 yards.
These two played a very competitive game. What was it, 6 weeks ago you said?
Yep, 6 weeks ago.
But right now, Kanab's fortunate to only be down 14-0.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how dominant Duchesne has been so far in this game.
I say Kanab's got -7 yards. Duchesne right now, according to my unofficial stats, I have them at 133 yards. 140 more yards than Kanab at this point through the first 14 minutes of play. Brock Ford on to kick it away now for Duchesne. Short kick, and that's going to be picked up by Blomquist. Blomquist in the middle of the field at the 25-yard line. Tries to get a block on the outside, and he'll get to the edge, lower the shoulder, and go out of bounds about the 35 or 36-yard line for the Cowboys.
And a nice return from Blomquist. Caught it, veered out to the left side, and picked up positive yardage. Maybe he'll give a little spark to Kanab here.
Going to start at their own 36-yard line are the Cowboys. 10-11 to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Still looking, of course, throughout the game for the Kanab Drugs sub of the game, the Zion Pharmacy player of the game, and the Garkin Energy key play of the game. So stay tuned for that. First and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Worst field position of the game so far for Kanab. So field position has not been an issue for the Cowboys. Fox under center. One receiver wide right. Takes a snap, hands it up the middle, and going to pick up about 3 yards out of the 39-yard line.
And, that's positive yardage, so that's a good start, but still just very tough against this Duchesne team.
That was Dallin Whitesides, I believe, on the carry there for Kanab. Yeah, as he's still very tough to get the yardage. Fox again going to go under center, double wing set, one receiver wide left. Long cadence, going to send man in motion. That's Stubbs, handed off to Stubbs, trying to get the end around, nowhere to go as Brock Ford gets in the backfield and makes another big tackle for loss for the Eagles defense.
And that's just, it looked like it got off to a nice start, but Duchesne, the penetration, the domination on this line of scrimmage, just causing all sorts of trouble for Kanab.
So 3rd down and 11 after a decent 3-yard run to start the drive, a loss of 4, on the next drive, on the next play. So 3rd and 11 now for the Cowboys. Fox under center. One receiver wide left. Marcus takes a snap, drops the pass. Here comes the rush, going to throw down the sideline, looking for Jackman, and Jackman has to go up and play defensive back as he knocks it away from Gavin Davis, who had position for Duchesne.
Yeah, and he had a little time that time, able to put it up, but just couldn't quite complete it. It would have been a 1st down, but good defense there by Duchesne.
So that'll make it 4th and 11, and the punt team back out there for the Cowboys from their own 35-yard line. They'll kick it away. Davis and Adams back to receive for Duchesne. Davis about 10 yards deeper than Adams. 8:46 to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. 14-0 Duchesne. Good snap to McDonald. McDonald, rugby-style kick. Nice end-over-end kick. Davis comes up. He'll make the catch. Has blockers in front. Trying to get the edge. Gets wrapped up and brought down. Clay Shakespeare makes the tackle for the Cowboys.
And that was a nice 24-yard punt by the Cowboys.
So it will be Duchesne football on their own 38-yard line is where they'll start. 8:36 to go in the first half with a 14-0 lead on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard for Duchesne. Same formation for the Eagles. One receiver wide left, double wing set. Double wing this time is going to be Mortensen instead of Davis. And they give it to Mortensen. Mortensen breaking tackles. He's going to get across the 45-yard line out to the 46-yard line.
And that tackle was brought down in part by Clay Shakespeare.
8-yard pickup for Mortensen. Out to the 46-yard line. Yeah, they're just plugging them in right now, Rick.
Yeah, Duchesne so far just impressive on both sides, offensive and defensive.
Mortensen back out after the 8-yard run, and Davis back in as that wing back, along with Adams the other. Skylar Ford the tailback. Grant shotgun formation. Claiborne wide receiver left. Kanab with 7 in the box. Take the snap, drop the pass, going to throw across the middle. Has Ford open, and he dropped it. Brock Ford couldn't hold on. He had a touchdown had he made the catch in stride, but could not do it.
Yeah, and that pass was delivered right where he was. But keep in mind, he's looking back toward the sun, and that is a factor here. That's why fields run north and south, but he was looking back that way.
He was. So to make it 3rd down and 2. Big 3rd down here for the Kanab Cowboys defense. If you can get a stop here and still have another chance to try to put one in before the first half comes to an end. Double wing set again. Grant shotgun formation. Claiborne wide left for the lone tailback. Kanab showing blitz. 7 in the box for the Cowboys defense. Takes a snap. Fakes hand at the Ford. Gives it to the outside to Davis. Davis able to get through the hole and got through an arm tackle, and he's going to have a lumber plus 1st down. Kanab had a chance at him but couldn't bring him down in the hole.
Yeah, the final tackle there was brought down by Connor Chamberlain, but it appeared that the Cowboys had a chance to stop him, and just determination got the 1st down.
Davis needed 2 and got 3. He's got 90 yards on 6 carries so far in this game, does Davis for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. 7:35 to go here in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Same formation for Duchesne. Grant takes a snap, gives to Ford. Skylar Ford, big hole to run through, broke through an arm tackle. He's got a first down. Giving chase is Caden McDonald. Ford off to the races inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Eagles. They go up 3 scores.
Yeah, and a 51-yard touchdown run where Ford cut the middle. It appeared he might get tackled, but when he veered off the right side, it was just him and 30 yards to the goal line.
Big run for Skylar Ford. And makes it now 20-0 Duchesne with the lead, and the PAT pending. How did PAT get blocked on their first touchdown? Went for 2 last time and got it. See, they are going to bring Brock Ford back on to try to kick the extra point here. Got a shoelace issue, though, first, Rick.
Yeah, and how long is the white hat going to give him to do that? Just what he should. That was a good job there.
So Brock Ford, who dropped what might have been a touchdown pass, now on to kick the extra point here. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and that is good. So with 7:09 to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, it is at Duchesne 21 and Kanab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and at Centricom, Channel 10.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School. 1A quarterfinal action, and it's all Duchesne early in this one. 21-0 they lead. And when I say all Duchesne, not just on the scoreboard. Again, Kanab so far, they have totaled in this game just -7 yards. So
yeah, and Duchesne has just dominated the line of scrimmage. And Kanab, you know, still has time, but and you see potential, and every time they get a little good, then it ends up being bad.
I think this is a key drive here for Kanab. You're down 3 scores. I think this is one they need to get some points off of, Rick.
Yeah, the demeanor on this Kanab team is not look fired up here. Of course, things can change.
Guerrero to kick it off. A squib kick to the far side of the field. Bounces inside the 30 on the Kane School District kickoff. Picked up on the far side. And Stubbs will bring it out across the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line for Kanab.
Yeah, and Stubbs doing a nice job just coming up, making sure he had control of the football and cutting up field.
So 32-yard line is where Kanab will start with 7:05 to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Of course, Kanab Furniture, let them help you with your home furnishing needs. Fine crafted furniture products, carpet and flooring. Proud to support the Cowboys. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line for Kanab. Wide receiver to the right is Jackman. Double wing set. Fox will go under center, giving instruction to Jackman. Blomquist the tailback. Marcus under center. Long cadence, takes a snap. Blitz coming from Duchesne, going to throw to the out route to Jackman. That's going to be caught. Got it over the defense of Claiborne, and Jackman with a nice catch for about a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, what a terrific catch. That was actually pretty good defense through it, and the pass was just pinpoint between 2 defenders.
Called a 6-yard gain for the Cowboys, their largest gain of the game. 6-yard pickup makes it 2nd down and 4. Jackman's first catch of the game as well. Going to go tight set this time is Kanab. Hafen the receiver. Double wing set. Fox going to send McDonald in motion. Give it to McDonald. McDonald trying to get the edge. Has blockers out in front. Flag will fly on the far side of the field as McDonald picks up a 1st down if it stands, but likely in the area of a hold.
Or a block in the back.
Possible.
And a crack on there.
Flag came in from the far side of the field. It's going to be, as you mentioned, a block in the back there on Kanab. So that'll move him back after what looked like to be the first down of the game for Kanab. Instead, they march them back, and they're going to lose about 11 yards on this play after negating the run.
What a tough break. It's a spot foul, so it goes 10 yards from when where the penalty happened.
And they put it down to the 36-yard line or so, about a 12-yard loss, 11-yard loss, or it should be the 26 or 7-yard line. So it makes it now second down at about 15 for the Cowboys. Two receivers right, I should say, twins right, wing to the right. Fox under center and got a zone man to jump on the far side of the line. So a false start there does not help their cause. That'll make it second down and 20.
And Kanab, as happens a couple times, again, they had just a well-executed pass reception where they picked up 6 yards. Since that time, they've had a holding call, now a false start, and Kanab's got in a deep hole here.
At just about their own 22-yard line, they need to get to the 42, so second down and 20 for Kanab. Two receivers right, tight left, the wing to the right. Fox under center. Long cadence again. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. Here's the screen play, and tipped up, but it's picked up by Blomquist. He got a block. He cuts outside. It'll be wrapped up by Brock Ford, but he's going to pick up about 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, and Blomquist did a great job. As soon as he caught it, he just raced upfield. Still well short of a first down, but that was, in my opinion, one of the most, I'm sure you're going to tell me that's probably the most yardage they've had on a play.
And a roughing the passer to add to it, Rick. So they're going to pick up their first Lumber Plus first down.
So the penalty goes on the end of the run. Had they not completed that pass, they would have gone back to the line of scrimmage and moved up.
And yes, the 12-yard gain is by far the biggest gain of the game for the Cowboys. Previous to that, it was a 6-yard gain. So 49-yard line now for the Cowboys. Fox under center. Going to send McDonald in motion. Takes a snap, gives it to Whiteside's left side. Whiteside cuts up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards down to the 45-yard line.
And Kanab showing a little bit of life here. Their movement that time was really sharp.
Going to put it at the 46, so a 5-yard pickup for Kanab. Whiteside's the only running back right now with positive yards. 2 carries for 8 yards in this game. Everyone else is negative for the Cowboys.
Had an official's timeout while they tied another shoe there.
Second down and 5 now for the Cowboys. One receiver wide right is Jackman. Single coverage, no safety over the top over Jackman. Double wing set. Fox going to send McDonald in motion. Fakes the handoff, comes back on the inside, handoff to McDonald, and McDonald's being right near the first down marker, about a yard shy. 4-yard pickup for Caden McDonald.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder what makes a team who really could not pick up any yardage at all of a sudden you have a screenplay that's kind of tipped and they get yardage, a penalty, and now Kanab has 2 good plays here.
Yes, they do. 3rd and 1, looking for another Lumber Plus first down. 4:08 to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. 21-0 Duchesne. Handoff in the backfield to Whitesides, and great pressure again by the Duchesne defensive line as they stuff it.
Yeah, there was no question he was going to be short of it, and not only is he short, he lost a yard.
Yeah, lost a yard back to the 43, so instead of a 3rd and 1, it goes to 4th and 2. And looks like Bucky Orton, Coach Orton, going to go for it here as he realizes this is a big drive right now for the Cowboys.
And I don't see anything. I think this is a good decision.
I would agree. One receiver wide right. Fox under center. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looks to the left side across the middle to Shakespeare. Nearly intercepted, and it falls incomplete. And that will end what will look to be a promising drive for the Cowboys.
Well, there were 5 jerseys around a 1 white receiver, as Kanab needs to keep so many of their players in to block to give time for Fox to pass. And, you know, that pass, if he'd completed that pass, it'd been pinpoint.
43-yard line is where the Eagles will start with 3:26 to go. Now you got a big defensive possession here for Kanab.
But I did like the movement on that ball. That was by far the best Kanab's moved the football.
Davis, not the wing back. He's going to split wide left. Mortensen in at that wing back position along with Adams. Grant shotgun formation, sends Adams in motion, fakes the handoff, looking to pass downfield. Heavy pressure comes, steps up, throws, has a man wide open. Brock Ford, he dropped it again, his second drop of the first half.
And just a great movement by the quarterback. Grant that time cuts up. He could have picked up some yardage, but he let the ball go. And, you know, just sometimes that ball is hard to catch sometimes. That's why it's football.
That's right. That's right. 2nd down and 10 now from their own 43-yard line. 3:19 to go in the half. Davis again going to be split out as a wide out as opposed to Claiborne. Mortensen is in the wingback position to fill the Davis void. Double wing set. Grant in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops like the pass, going to throw, just going on the out route for Davis. Jackman goes up and knocks it away, nearly had it picked off, and Davis this time had to play defensive back and knock it away from being intercepted.
Well, it looked like Jackman was going to intercept it. Then it looked like at the very end that Davis might pull it away and bring it down, and it all ended up being incomplete.
So that'll make it 3rd down and 10 from their own 43-yard line for Duchesne with a 21-0 lead on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. And that was one where they were immediately going to that pass, Rick. They made no bones about it. They're throwing it. There's the snap. Hand off on the end around, and that's going to be Mortensen breaking some shoestring tackles. Tries to get to the outside. Here comes the Kanab defense, a stiff arm, and that might be enough for a first down. He's right at the marker. Kanab with multiple opportunities, and now flags will fly with some extracurricular activities after the whistle.
Yeah, there were definitely tempers flying. I'm kind of curious to see who they're going to call the flag on. It looked like Kanab was going to tackle for a loss, and after all that, picking up a first down and then people pushing and shoving, we'll see what happens.
An 11-yard gain. If it stands, that's a Lumber Plus first down for Duchesne.
Well, I think these are going to be dead ball fouls. So I think no matter what's going to happen, Duchesne's going to be 1st and 10.
See the officials still getting together to talk about it. Kanab had a chance to tackle him for a loss of 5 or 6 yards.
Well, there were two tacklers back there, Robert.
Unable to bring him down. Jaron Mortensen, a hard run for the Eagles. And, again, they have the ball on the 46-yard, and then they're going to give it a personal foul against Kanab to add on 15 more yards. So an 11-yard run to the 46-yard line in Kanab territory for Mortensen, and then you tack on 15 more.
Yeah, and I didn't see the first of that play. What I did see was a little bit of hand and a little shoving, and so you just wait and see what the officials called, what they saw.
Yes, you do. Lumber Plus first down for Duchesne. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. 21-0 Eagles. Receiver wide left is Claiborne. Davis back in as a wing back. Send Adams in motion. Give it to Ford. Ford right side. Hit by Whitesides, and Whiteside's going to be shucked off. And Ford inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, just continues to turn his feet. It looks like he stopped at the line of scrimmage and then fights his way forward, and at the end of it, there's 5-yard pickup.
Another good gain for the Eagles. So 2nd down and about 5 yards now for Duchesne. About their the Cowboy 27-yard line, nearing that Glazers Family Market end zone once again. Nearing 2 minutes in the first half, trying to go up 4 scores. Grant takes a snap, gives it to Ford again. Ford hesitates and gets hit down low this time, and 3 more Cowboys pile on to bring him down.
Well, that was just a great tackle that time by Michael Moreno Jr. He came right in there, hit him with the shoulder pads.
So no gain on the carry. 3rd down at about 5.5 yards for Duchesne. Clock running, down 1:35 to go in the first half. Duchesne with 2 timeouts still. Going to send Davis in motion, give it to Davis, trying to get the end around, fall in the blockers. Here comes the defense on the backside, and they'll wrap him up as once again making the play, William Alfiaki there for the Cowboys.
And there were 6 white jerseys that time as Kanab just really got good penetration, and they were able to get out there and string that out.
They're going to march it back at the 30-yard line, it looks like, so a loss of 3 yards on the carry for Davis.
And I would guess Duchesne will go for it here rather than punt.
4th down and 8. Under a minute to go. They'll let the clock wind down in case they don't get it. Trying not to give Kanab any more time than they need. 4th and 8 here for the Eagles. It looks like Coach Cowan's just going to call a timeout once it gets down to that point. So they'll use their second timeout, will the Eagles. And that is, once again, of course, a Southern Utah News at timeout. Southern Utah News for all types of printing services. Call 644-2900. On the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, it's Duchesne 21, Kanab 0. 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
39 seconds to go, 39.6 seconds to go in the first half. Duchesne leading 21-0 over Kanab in this 1A quarterfinal game. Rick, if you're Duchesne here, do you try to take a shot at the end zone and go up 4 scores, risking the possibility of maybe a pick 6, or what do you think? Just run it and try to get the first down?
I think they're going to try and do some play to score. Their defense has been dominant every part of this game. Kanab has shown some life the last 3-4 minutes, but at this point, what's Duchesne got to lose when you're up 21-0?
Yeah. See what they call here. Offense coming out for Duchesne. Claiborne wide left, double wing set. This time Grant, they're going to go under center, not in the shotgun. Going to send Adams in motion. Hard count there. Now he's going to bring Adams back to the other side and reset him as a wing back. Grant stays under center. 6 in the box for Kanab. 7 in the box for Kanab. Again, Adams goes in motion, and Coach Cowan going to call a timeout, hoping to draw Kanab off sides, and unable to do so. So the final timeout used of the half for Coach Cowan of Duchesne, and that's, again, another Southern Utah News timeout. And with a 21-0 Duchesne lead over Kanab on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard with 40 seconds to go in the first half, we'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School. 21-0 Duchesne with the lead. So tried to draw Kanab off sides there, Rick. It did not work. Let's see what they do here.
Did it twice. I mean, usually I see teams do it once, but it's rarely do I see them go back and reset. They tried to do it again. I was kind of impressed with that.
Didn't work here for to get Kanab to jump this time. So we'll see what Coach Cowan draws up here for the Duchesne offense. They've got 4 to the tailback, double wing set. Now 2 receivers this time. They've got Brock Ford wide right, Claiborne wide left for the Eagles. Grant shotgun formation, 7 in the box for Kanab. Grant takes a snap, fakes the handoff, going to throw down the middle for Davis, and tipped away as Cody Stubbs goes up and makes a defensive play for the Cowboys as Duchesne turns it over on down.
Yeah, Stubbs has had a terrific ball game. That time just knocked it away.
Yeah, nice play by Stubbs as that one falls incomplete. So it'll be Kanab football with 34 seconds to go in the first half, trailing Duchesne 21-0 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. They're going to put the ball right at the 30-yard line. 34 seconds left. Jackman going to be wide left, single coverage, Davis on him. Double wing set, Fox under center for Kanab. Blumquist the tailback. Going to send a man in motion. That's McDonald, or Stubbs. They give it to McDonald on the reverse. Caden trying to get the edge, has room to run, and cuts inside and slipped. He lost his footing, but he is going to pick up about 14 yards and a Lumber Plus first down for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and Kanab continues to show their offense has way improved the last 4 or 5 minutes of this second quarter.
They'll put it to 44, and Coach Orton going to use his second timeout of the half, a Southern Utah News timeout, coming with 26 seconds to go in this first half. I think he realizes it's going to be kind of imperative here to try to get some points on the board at halftime.
Yeah, and I think the positive, make sure his team's moving the football, and I mean, when we said Kanab was dominated, they were dominated for a quarter and a half of this game.
Yes, they were.
And now they've started to move the football the last couple series, and they look much better.
Let's get a Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update here, Rick. How's the BYU game going?
Well, it's 7 for Northern Illinois, 6 for BYU, 9:27 to go in the ball game, and Northern Illinois has the football at the BYU 24-yard line.
So that's a Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips. And any other games of note that you feel like our listeners should be aware of?
Yeah, they'd want to know the Utah State score. Utah State was just drilling New Mexico. I'll give you a score there. Get down here. 52-5 at halftime.
5, though. That means there was a safety.
Yeah. You don't see a score of 5 very often.
26 seconds to go coming out of the Southern Utah News at timeout in the first half. 21-0 Duchesne on Kanab. Kanab trying to put together one final drive here as Fox goes under center. Takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to pass. Has Bloomquist in front for blocking, and that's going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage. Big play there. I think that was Dominic Meller, the defensive lineman, knocking that one away.
And the nice thing there for Kanab, it does stop the clock and no damage done. However, you know, there's only 21 seconds to go, and Kanab's got to go, 56 yards?
Yes, they do. They do have a really good kicker in Cameron Fryer. I saw him kick a 40-yard field goal first game of the season against South Sevier. So he has a leg to kick a decent one if they can get him in field goal position. They do have one more timeout as well. So 2nd down and 10. 21 seconds to go in the first half on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Fox again under center, double wing set, one receiver wide left. And he doesn't like something.
No.
Coach Orton doesn't want to use the timeout. I think what we were just talking about, because you want to be able to set up Fryer if you need to, and instead they're going to get the delay of game penalty on him.
Yeah, and rather than take the timeout, let's take the penalty. And that's really not all that together that bad.
Makes it so it's 2nd down and 15 now for the Cowboys. 5 penalties for 41 yards in the game for Kanab. 3 penalties for 30 yards in the game for Duchesne. 2nd and 15. One receiver wide left. That'll be Hafen. Double wing set again. Fox under center. Going to send Stubbs in motion. They give it to Stubbs. Stubbs cuts up inside. Got a block. Broke through a leg tackle. Cuts back in the middle of the field. And driving back near the original line of scrimmage. Now a late flag will come in. And let's see what the call is going to be there. But it's going to be about a 5-yard pickup for Cody Stubbs.
Yeah, we'll have to see. That could be a number of things. The timing of that flag. Kanab is moving back, so I would guess
like
it's
going to
on
be against them. Yep, with about 11 seconds left. I think it's going to come after the play here because they set the ball down at the 44-yard line there.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Kanab.
So they pick up 5 yards on the carry for Stubbs, and then the unsportsmanlike comes after.
Yeah, whoever got that unsportsmanlike, now it does put him at risk. If he were to get a second one, he would be ejected. Personal fouls do not constitute ejections, and they really clarified that this year because people were tossing players with 2 personal fouls, and that's not the case. You can actually get many of them.
And now Fox just going to take the knee with that 15-yard penalty, and that'll go end the first half here at Duchesne High School. On the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, it is Duchesne 21, Kanab 0 in 1A quarterfinal playoff action. The winner gets to play Parowan next week in the semifinals. We'll take the break and come back with the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years. The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools. Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Carwise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Carwise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Carwise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com. It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centracom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School. This is the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. From first downs to touchdowns, the Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. As we mentioned back in the pregame show, Duchesne High School here honoring a former football player, McCoy Young, and his wife, who just recently passed away in an automobile accident. And McCoy is injured. You can see it. Those of you watching on Local10.tv can see McCoy now on the field, injured there, talking about it. Just heard the love story that the two shared from his sister, as unfortunately, again, his wife passed away. Another, as we talked about, Rick, a great way to honor a former player, football player for Duchesne, and community members here near Duchesne High School.
Yeah, it just, you can see how close-knit this community is.
And so again, McCoy Young talking here to the crowd here at Duchesne High School. They released balloons here in her honor, her memory, and they have his number 34 painted at midfield to honor him with her initials, S.Y. Chantel Young, painted as well at midfield here at Duchesne High School. And again, honoring her memory and him here today. So as they go through that. We're going to take one more short break here inside the Jones and Mill Engineering halftime show with Duchesne leading Kanab 21-0 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
Now welcome back here to the Jones and Mill Engineering halftime show from Duchesne High School. Jones and Mill applauds the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line. That's Jones and Mill Engineering. At the half, it is Duchesne 21, Kanab 0. And Rick, it's been all Duchesne in this one all game long. Your takeaway from this first half?
Yeah, I was a little surprised the dominance on both sides of the football through the first quarter and actually the first quarter and a half. But I did see some life in Kanab. There's still a half of football, but Kanab will have to play much better than they did in the first half.
Yes, they will.
But they did move the football the last 5-6 minutes of the game, and I thought Kanab came to life a little bit.
They did. They had what looked to be a promising drive stall. End up turning it over on downs, and then penalties costing them on the next drive before the end of the first half, as they ended up having to just take a knee there to end the half. When they were hoping to try, I think they were hoping to try to get into field goal position, and 20 yards in penalties just kind of took that away.
Yeah, and they had they had a unsportsmanlike there at the end of the game, and that's the one thing that Kanab will need to do is hold their temperament. Keep within what they are and not get frustrated. It's been a frustrating game so far.
Let's take a look at the CC Auto Parts Pit Stop Stat Check here this afternoon. A huge inventory of automotive parts, top quality automotive paint, RV, and ATV parts. CC Auto Parts, your auto parts store in your Napa Auto Parts store in Kanab. And we talked about the fact that Kanab for much of this game was in negative yardage. They are now in positive yards at the half, but just 37 total yards of offense, just 15 rushing and 22 passing.
Yeah, but those positive yards all came the last 3-4 minutes of the first half, and I really saw some life in them, that they were moving the football. This is a good Duchesne defense, very, very talented, and they gave Kanab a lot of trouble.
And then leading the way for Kanab with those 37 yards, Caden McDonald, 2 carries for 18 rushing yards in this first half. And then Cody Stubbs, 3 carries for 0 yards. Kyle Blomquist, 2 for -4. Marcus Fox, 1 for -6. And Dallin Whiteside's 3 for 7 yards. Fox passing is just 3 for 10 passing for 22 yards. He did throw 1 interception as well. And then Kyle Blomquist, 1 catch for 12 yards. Carter Jackman, 1 for 6. And Caden McDonald, 1 for 4 yards in this first half. For Duchesne, much different story, clearly. 206 yards of offense in this first half, 200 of them rushing.
Yeah, and Duchesne's been able to run wide on Kanab, and if you're able to run wide, good things generally happen. They did have the one run where he veered up the middle and then cut out to the wide side of the field, and I think that was a 52-yard run. So that did add it, but most of the pickup has been consistently being able to get around the outside.
Yes, it has. Skylar Ford, the big bruising tailback, he's gotten a heavy dose of him. 11 carries for 68 yards, but 51 of those came on 1 touchdown run. Gavin Davis, one of the wingbacks, 7 carries for 87 yards in the first half. And then Brock Adams, another wingback, 2 carries for 9 yards. The quarterback in this one, Kason Grant, 2 carries for 17 yards. And then Jaron Mortensen, backup wingback, he has 2 carries for 19 yards in this game. And then passing-wise, Grant is just 1 for 6 passing for 6 yards. Davis has that 1 catch, but multiple drops by his receivers as well.
Yeah, he's had one that could have been a touchdown, and you mentioned that. But Duchesne has really had their way. Kanab can feel fortunate they're not down more than 21-0. However, there's still a half left, and I did go down to a football game once in San Diego, and a team was behind 21-0, and they scored 3 touchdowns plus in the final 3.5 minutes of a game. So I never call a game early.
High school's a little tougher to do that in.
Yeah, no doubt. But we still have a half.
But we still have a half. And look, this is a Kanab offense that we have seen be very explosive at times. And so we know they can put some points on the board. So it's time to just see if they are able to do that. So let's get a Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update for you. Looks like Utah State's added their lead 58-5 in the second half against New Mexico. What about BYU, Rick? Where are we at there?
BYU's down by a score of 7-6 with 6:24 to go. They are at their own 1.5 yard line.
Yeah, they got a great punt by Northern Illinois a minute ago to set that up for the BYU offense. And now about a 5-yard pickup there to get a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, and college football is just a lot of fun, as is high school. You and I both love high school sports.
Yes, we do. And, of course, the Utes ranked 23rd now, got the 41-10 win over UCLA.
They were impressive last night.
And you and I stayed up all night for World Series Game 3, and the Dodgers. Well, you almost stayed up all night. You bailed in the 18th inning.
Yeah, well, didn't they get to score the run in the 18th inning?
Yeah, you bailed to start the 18th inning.
Yeah, I was just tired, and I said, I knew I was coming with you, and I said, I'll find out who won the morning. I really was rooting for the Dodgers. And I've been a Red Sox fan forever, but I don't know why. Because I want the series to go 7 games.
Want a good series, yeah. So Dodgers got the 3-2 win in 18 innings last night. So there's your Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update. Stop in for delicious Western entrees and chicken fried steak with Bob's homemade country gravy. For takeout or catering, call 599-2488. That's 1-800-599-2488. We'll take a break and come back with the Honeys Marketplace keys to the second half for the Kanab Cowboys as they trail Duchesne 21-0 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
Looking for an affordable education? Come check out Snow College. Snow has the lowest cost tuition and housing in Utah. In fact, you can live in student housing for less than staying in your parents' basement and attending a university. At Snow College, it's all about you, where you get an individualized education and one-on-one time with your professors in very small classes, even as freshmen taking general eds. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Car Wise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved. Come on in today. Got my ride-out car wise. They can get you approved and another great deal. Got my ride-out car wise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School in the 1A quarterfinals. It is Duchesne 21, Kanab 0 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. This is the Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show. Champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to be their best. Jones & DeMille Engineering, your local award-winning engineering firm. And Rick, let's get some keys to the second half, brought to you by Honey's Marketplace. Coming into the second half for Kanab, down 21-0. Obviously, they've got to get something going, but what are the keys to the second half for you?
I think not to panic and try and do it all at once, but I think the other thing they've got to do, their offense obviously has to move the football and keep Duchesne off the field. It's very similar to what we said in the pregame. I think not to change what their game plan, they've got to keep Duchesne off the field, in my opinion, their offense.
So there you go. There's your Honey's Marketplace keys to the second half for the Cowboys. Not your average grocery store. Come see for yourself. The nursery has the finest plants and trees, and their floral apartment carries lovely flowers. That's Honey's Marketplace in Kanab with the keys of the second half. And once again, we are at halftime here in Duchesne. 1A quarterfinals. Winner of this game gets to play Parowan next week. If it's Duchesne that wins, they're on their way to that point. They would play Parowan in Payson next week. And if it's Kanab that wins, we've been told to move that game to Cedar City between Parowan and Kanab. So there you go. But Kanab, it's got a long ways to go right now to try to make that happen.
And this is a little different than the past years where you've gone to college sites. As you mentioned, all the college teams, most of them are at home next week, and so they don't have stadiums. So these will be played at high school fields.
Yes, they will. BYU end up punting it right there, Rick. You and I just paused to watch that. Looked like they might have tried to fake it for a moment, but they are going to punt that away. So down 7-6 with 2:53 to go in the game.
Yep.
21-0 is your score here as we get ready for third quarter action here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom at Channel 10. And just about ready for that Kane School District second half kickoff here with Duchesne, the third-ranked Eagles, once again leading the fifth-ranked Cowboys 21-0. Kane School District, rigor, relationships, relevance. That's the Kane County School District. And Cameron Fryer going to be set to kick that away for Kanab, his first kick of the game as they receive to begin this game. 21-0 your score. 206 yards in the first half for Duchesne, just 37 for Kanab. That's your CC Auto Parts pit stop stat check. And they are going to go with just a little squib kick to the far side of the field, and that's going to bounce inside the 25-yard line. Picked up about the 20 by Adams. Adams got a block, and he'll be brought down around just shy of the 30-yard line for Duchesne. Interesting kickoff there for Kanab.
Yeah, and it looked like it might go out of bounds as Duchesne was waiting to see if it'd go out of bounds. Because if it does, they get the ball at the 35-yard line or 5 yards beyond where it went out of bounds. But it did not, so they had to pick up. That's a live football.
Yes, it is. They'll have it at the 29-yard line is where Duchesne will start their drive to begin the second half. 5 seconds into the third quarter, 11:55 to go in the half. And we first and 10 for the Eagles. You're going to have Claiborne wide right. They've got Adams and Davis as the wingbacks. Ford in the backfield. Davis or Grant in the shotgun formation, and handoff in the middle, and they're going to go to Adams, and Adams cut up the middle. He's going to pick up about 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and it's a little end around where they cut up field. That time, rather than go wide, he cut right off the right guard, able to pick up just nice yardage. And he must have slid a little bit because they didn't mark it as close to first down as I thought they had.
Yeah, mark it at 36, so a 7-yard pickup, make it 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles from their own 36-yard line. Claiborne again wide right, double wing set. Grant shotgun formation, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Ford, gives it to Adams again. Adams in the backfield waiting for the blocks, and very patient, gets to the outside. He'll have a Lumber Plus first down before Cody Stubbs brings him down near midfield.
Yeah, he picks up about 12, 13 yards on that, just on the end around, and that time he did go wide rather than cut up field.
11-yard pickup for Adams. Adams just 2 carries in the first half for 9 yards. Now 2 carries in the second half for 18 yards. So it's 4 carries for 27 yards in the game for Adams. That's Brock Adams, a sophomore running back for the Eagles. Under 11 to go here in the third quarter. 21-0 Duchesne on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Lumber Plus first down for Duchesne. Lumber Plus, true value behind every project is a true value. Double wing set again. Going to take the snap, give it to Ford. Ford hit by Fryer in the backfield, and Fryer able to get a few friends to join in and bring him down.
Yeah, and bringing him down there for Kanab was Cameron Fryer. Fryer doing a nice job of knifing in there.
2-yard loss there for Ford. Make it 2nd down and 12. Kanab's got good size up front. They just haven't been able to get much penetration in there so far. Love watching Coach Kalani Sataki on the sideline. He gets pumped up there, Rick. They guys got a big 3rd down stop for a loss.
Yeah, they're still a long ways away from the win.
Here comes Grant, takes a snap. Here comes the end around again to Adams. Adams trying to get the edge, and he'll be met by Stubbs again and go down out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 5 yards, but it's not going to be enough for a 1st down. That'll make it 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, and Kanab very fortunate. They didn't get a penalty there as they hit him out of bounds.
So 5-yard pickup for Adams. Now he's got 32 yards on the ground in the game.
And this is where Kanab wants Duchesne with a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 7. We've seen them. They're just 1 for 6 passing. They've had a couple of drops in there, big drops in there. But they haven't had a lot of success in the passing game so far. Grant, shotgun, going to send Adams in motion, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left side, has to step up in the pocket, going to throw downfield, has Ford wide open. This time Ford able to hold on, nearly dropped it, but cradled it in and able to get a big Lumber Plus 1st down for the Eagles.
And that's going to be a 30-yard pickup there. And he was just waiting for that pass to come. And just as the pass was released, Grant was hit hard. And that ball just you're just waiting for it to come down.
Yeah, 30-yard pass from the 50 to the 20-yard line, and a big Lumber Plus 1st down for the Eagles as they once again near that Glazers Family Market end zone. For the highest standard of customer service and the friendliest checkers in Utah, visit Glazers Family Market in Kanab. Double wing set, 1 receiver wide left, take the snap, and looking for the reverse. The ball's on the ground, picked up by Kanab. Stubbs have it. He's going the other way for the Cowboys. Cody Stubbs, he's across midfield, got a block, and he is going to have a scoop and score for Kanab as he goes 80 yards for the score.
And I've always said games, just injuries, breaks like that. What an unbelievable pickup and break there for the Cowboys.
What a play for Kanab as they're going to have a scoop and score. Cody Stubbs takes that one to the house. And now it's going to be, looks like, is Fryer coming out there to kick the extra point? Maybe not. Fryer looks like he left the game. Looks like they're going to try to go for 2 here, are the Cowboys.
No, they're going
to kick it.
It's not going to be Fryer,
Just not Fryer that's kicking. Going to be Carter Jackman, it looks like, that's going to kick this one. All right. So Carter Jackman will kick this one for the Cowboys. Try to get the extra point through. Snap is a bit high, but he got the hold down. Kick is up, and that is good. So with 9:02 to go in the 3rd quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, the Cowboys are on the board. It is Duchesne 21 and Kanab 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low-risk to high-risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
So a scoop and score for Cody Stubbs, and the Kanab Cowboys are on the board. It is now 21-7 Duchesne with still a 2-touchdown lead over Kanab, but obviously that see if that can breathe some life into this Kanab team.
Yeah, and it really has changed the feel of this game. And Duchesne has just dominated this game so far. I mean, Kanab was lucky to be within 21 points, and right now it's a 14-point game.
We'll go ahead and call that the Garcane Energy play of the game, that nearly 80-yard scoop and score for the Cowboys. Garcane Energy, for over 75 years, they provided quality electrical service to South Central Utah. Garcane Energy, quality service and local control. That's Garcane Energy. There's the play of the game, probably about more like a 75-yard scoop and score for Stubbs. Couldn't see for sure where he picked it up at, but a big return for a touchdown for the Cowboys to get their first points of the game. Fryer on to kick it away now for Kanab. And they're going to come together, going to go for the little onside pooch kick again, this time down the sideline, and it's on the ground, and it looks like Jackman has it for the Cowboys. He does. Kanab with a first down inside the Duchesne 30-yard line.
I can't believe I saw what I saw in the first half, and now here in the second half, Duchesne took the ball, had this impressive drive all down the way down the field. Kanab picks it up, runs, you said 75 yards, and now they get an onside kick. And I tell you what, this Kanab team has new life.
Look at that. Making plays are the Cowboys, trying to make this a one-score game. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. An unorthodox onside kick there for Kanab. Got Fox under center. One receiver wide left is Jackman. Jackman recovered that kick. Double wing set. Blomquist, the tailback. They're going to send McDonald or Stubbs in motion. Give it to Stubbs. Stubbs comes to the middle, cuts back to the left side, has some breathing room a little bit there, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards on the carry.
This is the most bounce we have seen in this Kanab team this whole game. They just got a new life here.
7-yard pickup down to the 22-yard line for Stubbs. Again, Stubbs, a scoop and score for over 70 yards, and now Carter Jackman recovering what was a strange-looking onside kick, but it worked, and it was deep on that as a result. One receiver wide left is Hafen. Fox under center, takes a snap, gives to Blomquist. Blomquist gets hit, able to get a stiff arm in there. Flag will come in, likely the area of a hold there. He is going to pick up 2 yards if it stands down to the 20-yard line, but again, a flag on the play.
I'm not so sure. As a hold, maybe it was. It could be a face mask.
Yeah, it could very well be a face mask. Look at the replay there on local10.tv. Couldn't see for sure, but looks like they are going to mark it off against the.
I just couldn't see.
Eagle. Let's see. They're going to put it at the.
It is a hold.
It is a hold.
Yeah, and both officials threw it. Okay, they're going to offset.
Hold and a face mask. So they'll just replay the down.
Just where the flag came, the timing, I couldn't see anybody there. And generally that's in a face mask territory. But
the one that came from the back,
that's
a
hold.
Yeah, but then the line judge on the side came through with the face mask. So 2nd down and 3 for Kanab once again. We'll just try it again from the 22-yard line. Going to go one receiver wide right, Jackman. Fox under center. Takes a snap. Hands off to Blomquist. Blomquist bounces to the left side across the 20, right near the first down. And it's just going to depend upon the spot right here, if he has it or not. It looks like they're going to put it on the 19, which would be enough for a first down, and it is. Lumber Plus, first down for the Cowboys.
And Kanab on the move here after recovering the onside kick. And there's still lots of game left here.
Lots of game.
At halftime, even though they were down 21-0, I said there's still a half left to go.
There is, and a big scoop and score, defensive score, then a recovered onside kick, and Kanab driving here to try to make it a one-score game. Fox under center, takes a snap, gives left side to Blomquist. Blomquist cuts back to the middle. He's going to pick up a couple of yards before going down at about the 17-yard line for about a 2-yard pickup.
Man, this Duchesne defense is very quick to the football, and you can see why they're one of the leaders in 1A football in defense.
Blomquist now with a positive yardage, 1, after having -4 in the first half. So he's moved into the positive yardage sign. Rick, that's a good sign.
Well, and those yards he got there weren't easy.
No, they were not. Fox will go under center. Receiver wide right is Jackman, single coverage. Going to send McDonald in motion. Marcus takes a snap, gives to Blomquist. Blomquist cuts inside, broke through a shoestring tackle, and flag will come in as on the far side of the field, McDonald gets hit to the ground. He's at the 15-yard line is Blomquist. Let's see what the call is here.
And the
hold. Be a hold. Going to be a hold on Kanab. Where the flag sits, the flag's down inside the 10-yard line. So if they march it off from there, but they won't march it from the where
march
the
it on the
play
end of the run.
And the run ended at the 13-yard line, so take them back to the 23 and replay the down. So it's ultimately about a 6-yard penalty on the hold there.
Yeah, and most of the time you do not see a hold called beyond where the run is, because most of the time the holds are helping the runner get through the hold. So that's why that's uncommon you see that. Not saying it wasn't there, or I'm just saying that's
just uncommon.
Just
right.
Doesn't happen that often.
So we've got Jackman, the receiver, to the left side for Kanab, split wide, single coverage with Davis. Davis does have the height advantage in that matchup. Fox going to send Stubbs in motion, fake the handoff, drop the pass, looking for Jackman on the inside post route, through the hands of Davis. Davis jumped the route and couldn't hold on for the interception.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver was open, and then the pass was underthrown, and Davis had a great shot of intercepting it. But I think when he hit the ground, it was just too hard to keep a hold of it.
I think there might have been a little miscommunication there, because as Jackman came in, I think he recognized that if he went out, he had the deep route open.
And he
so
was
he
open.
cut out.
Yep.
He cut out. Fox, though, was looking for the underneath route, which Davis was able to jump and nearly pick off. But instead, it'll be 3rd and 13 now for the Cowboys from the 23-yard line. Fox under center. Hay from the receiver wide left. Going to send a man in motion, and we're going to have a false start first, though, as Kanab jumped at, well, the far sideline judge says encroachment. Looked to me like Kanab jumped on this near side, Rick.
Yeah, and they did have offsides on it. And you don't know who jumps first. From our angle, I didn't see anything from Duchesne.
I would agree. With a 5-yard penalty there, that'll make it 3rd down and about 9 for the Cowboys. Houston's Trails End Restaurant score update for you. The Cougars, late turnover. They fall to Northern Illinois 7-6. So BYU falls to 4-4. Fox going to send McDonald in motion. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass out to the outside. And Stubbs tried to cut back up the middle and fell to a knee. He's going to gain about 2 yards down to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, he caught the pass headed toward his right as he planted and tried to quickly spin to his left. He went down and he twisted his ankle a little bit there.
So we'll call it a 1-yard gain from the 18 down to the 17 for the Cowboys. And that'll make it 4th and 8. We've talked about the fact they've got a good kicker in Fryer, but you're down two touchdowns here. They're going to go for it on 4th and 8. We'll see if they go for the hard count here, try to draw them off sides and make it shorter, fourth down. One receiver wide left is Jackman. Fox under center. Going to take the snap, fakes the handoff, drops the pass, looking to his right, throws across the middle, intercepted at the goal line by Mortensen. Mortensen tripped up. He's going to be down at the 10-yard line. And so an interception there for the Duchesne defense, and they'll have the ball on their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, when that pass was let go, it looked like had a receiver open, but immediately it closed, and you could see that there was a good chance that was going to be intercepted.
So Kanab got the onside kick, and unfortunately for them, their drive stalls deep in Duchesne territory as they were nearing that Glazers Family Market end zone. And instead, it'll be a interception at the goal line on 4th down. Had it been fallen incomplete, would have been a turnover on downs regardless. So on the 10-yard line for Duchesne.
Yeah, still lots of game here left, though. There's still 5:44 to go in the 3rd quarter in a 2-touchdown game.
1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line for the Eagles. Going to go one receiver wide left and a different receiver out there. I think that's Carlos Lopez. Double wing set. Grant takes a snap, handoff to Davis. Davis trying to get the edge again as he's done it successfully all game. And Clay Shakespeare ultimately going to run him down. He's going to be shy of the 1st down marker, but another big pickup for the Eagles.
Yeah, and again, Duchesne able to get wide. And if you can get wide, generally good things happen.
Going to call it a 7-yard gain to the 17-yard line. Davis nearing 100 yards on the game. He's got 94. CC Auto Parts pit stop stat check.
Davis is just quick as he's headed to the outside there.
2nd down and 3 for the Eagles. 21-7 your score on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Duchesne with the 2-touchdown lead and the ball in their own territory, their own 17-yard line. Grant in the shotgun, takes a snap, gives to Ford. Ford lowers the shoulder. He's going to come down shy of the 1st down marker, about a yard shy to make it 3rd and short.
Now, this is really a big down for both these teams at this point of the game because Duchesne trying to get some positive yardage, and Kanab's really not been able to stop Duchesne. This could be a momentum builder.
We've seen Kanab occasionally be able to break through there and get a play for loss in the backfield, but it hasn't happened much, as you mentioned. Receiver wide right is Claiborne. It'll be just a quarterback sneak up the middle, and it looks like he got across the 20-yard line for what would be a Lumber Plus first down, and it will be.
Very quick snap, came up, did not take any time, and snapped the ball immediately.
Just a 1-yard pickup as they put the ball just across the 20. 4:35 to go in the third quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Duchesne 21, Kanab 7. Clock running here for the Eagles. Back judge just letting them know you're running out of time here. There's the 5-second count for Duchesne. Grant takes a snap, got it away. Going to hand off to Adams. Adams gets hit in the backfield and coming up and delivering the blow. Dallin Whitesides with the big hit for the Cowboys.
But you gotta give credit to big Jace Reedhead, who slowed him down. Just got a little bit of the jersey.
Be a loss of a yard back to the 19 for Adams.
Second down, 11 for the Eagles.
3:45 to go in the third quarter. 2-touchdown lead for Duchesne.
And honestly, this is the type of football I expected to start this game. You know, tough for both teams. And the way Duchesne handled Kanab through the first quarter and a half was just impressive.
Yes, it was. Second down and just over 11 yards. Grant in the shotgun. He'll take the snap and looks to hand off. Not there. Going to throw down the field. Jackman there. Picks it off for the Cowboys. Carter Jackman going the other way. He's down the far sideline looking to get a block. Cuts inside and tripped up again on his own feet. And maybe with his own teammate there. But another big play for the Cowboys defense. And they have it inside the red zone nearing that Glazers Family Market end zone.
Yeah, as Jackman tried to spin, he was going to cut inside. He just slid to the turf.
So Carter Jackman, he recovered the onside kick earlier, and now he's got the big interception.
Do you think his old man knocked him down there?
I think he did just trip over his own feet. I think he just slipped, like you mentioned. So another break for Kanab as they start on the Duchesne 16-yard line this time with 3:14 to go in the third quarter. Here's the handoff, right side goes to Stubbs. Stubbs comes up the middle. He's going to get across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line for about a 3-yard pickup.
And a nice play on the end around for Kanab. Stubbs able to cut off the right tackle.
Another opportunity here for the Cowboys to try to make this a one-score game. They failed on their last red zone trip. Their only score was about a 75-yard scoop and score by Cody Stubbs. Wide left will be Hafen for Kanab. Fox under center. Double wing set. Takes the snap. Gives to Blomquist. Blomquist cuts up the middle, lowers the shoulder. He's going to be inside the 10 to about the 9 or 8 yard line. That'll make it 3rd and short.
It was just a quick dive off the right tackle, and Blomquist just cut straight upfield.
I'll put it at the 8 yard line for a 5-yard pickup. So it'll make it 3rd and about 3.
These are yards that Kanab was unable to gain through the first quarter, and so Kanab's really back into this game.
3rd down and 3. Fox again under center. Stubbs in motion. Handoff inside to McDonald. He'll cut back up the field. He's going to be right near that first down marker. Let's see where they spot it for sure here.
Just shy of it.
Looks like it's going to be just shy. So just under a yard shy there. So for a 2-yard pickup for McDonald.
Big play here now for both these teams.
Big 4th down play here. 1:33 to go in the third quarter on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. One receiver wide right is Hafen. Fox under center. Double wing set. Blomquist the tailback. Fox with the hard count. Sends McDonald in motion. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it himself, and he's going to be brought down. Claiborne with a big defensive play for the Duchesne Eagles. Fox rolled out to pass, and Claiborne was there to bring him down for the sack.
Yeah, Duchesne brought the house that time. And it really, Kanab couldn't pick up all the rushers.
Spot the forward progress at the 13-yard line, it looks like. So a loss of 7 there on that play specifically. So Duchesne takes over. 2 red zone trips after 2 special teams and defensive plays for Kanab, and they cannot make it work.
And through all this, we're still in the third quarter.
That's right. Minute 13 to go, minute 14 to go in the third quarter. On their own 13-yard line, here come the Eagles. One receiver wide right is Claiborne. Double wing set again. Grant shotgun formation. Skylar Ford the tailback. And they can have a false start as everybody went but the center, it looked like.
And that will be 5 yards. If you're within the 10-yard line, it's just half the distance. But because they were not, it is 5 yards.
Takes them back to the 8-yard line. So 1st and 15 now for Duchesne with a minute 14 to go here in the third quarter. Kason Grant, quarterback for Duchesne, brings in the play call from Coach Jerry Cowan on the sideline.
It's a lot of coaches that do that with their quarterback. Kind of interesting.
Grant shotgun, takes a snap, gives to Ford. Ford up the middle, has a big hole, lowers his shoulder against Cody Stubbs, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards on the carry.
A little trap blocking in there and able to pick up positive yards. Makes it a 2nd down and much more manageable for Duchesne.
7-yard pickup there for Skylar Ford, puts him at 75 yards on the game. Yeah, and 2nd down at about 8 from the 15-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter. Duchesne with a 2-touchdown lead, 21-7 over Kanab. One receiver wide right is Claiborne. Double wing set again with Davis and Adams. And there's the snap fake down at the Ford. Give it to Adams on the end around. Big hole to run through. Nobody there. Spin move inside. He's got a Lumber Plus first down across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he fakes like he's going to give on a dive play. Hands the football on the end around. And again, getting wide and picking up very positive yardage for the first down.
But at the 26-yard line, so an 11-yard gain for Adams. Lumber Plus first down for the Eagles. For fix-it projects, expert advice, and hometown service, visit Lumber Plus True Value in Kanab. Behind every project is a True Value. Grant again in the shotgun formation. Going to send a man in motion, give it to Ford. Ford right side off tackle, tripped up by Dallin Whitesides, but Ford falls forward for a pickup of about 3 yards.
Yeah, Ford was hit right at the line of scrimmage. A nice job by the Kanab defense, but still was able to fall forward for 3 yards.
That'll be how the third quarter comes to an end with Duchesne leading us 21-7 over the Kanab Cowboys. On the Kanab Furniture scoreboard, we'll take the break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and at Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
Yeah, welcome back here to Duchesne High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson. 2nd down and 7 for Duchesne. Grant takes a snap, gives to Ford. Ford trying to come off tackle left side. He'll be wrapped up by Dallin Whitesides again. But again, about a 3-yard pickup for the Eagles.
And they're going to mark him right at the 38.
33.
At 33, I mean.
It's about a 4-yard pickup, it looks like, for Ford. So big third down play here for the Kanab defense. 11 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the game, down 21-7 in this 1A quarterfinal game. Grant in the shotgun, takes a snap, takes the handoff, gives it to Davis. Davis again, a lot of room on the outside, got a block on Jackman, and he'll pick up another lumber plus first down as Jackman got a hand on him to trip him up across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and Jackman just veers off the right end and able to cut up field, and tell you, that's been Duchesne's bread and butter today.
11-yard gain puts Davis over 100 yards on the day, 105 yards on 9 carries is what I have for Davis. That's a heck of a yard per carry average, Rick. 11:05 to go in the game. 21-7. Duchesne with the 2-touchdown lead over Kanab. First and 10 from their own 44-yard line after the 11-yard lumber plus first down run by Gavin Davis. One receiver wide right is Claiborne. Grant takes a snap. Here comes Kanab bringing the house, and they've got him in the backfield as they'll bring down Davis as Kanab with the blitz.
Connor Chamberlain with the sack for the loss there just came in hard.
Going to be a loss of yards back to the 37-yard line, so a loss of 7 on that play as they try to go back that end around to Davis.
Well, why not? It's worked most of the time today.
Well, just as I say, Davis got over 100 yards. He's now back below 100 yards, Rick, 98 after that one.
And Kanab defense, they're still cheering. Stubbs is down there cheering his defense up, trying to say, come on, we still got time here.
Stubbs definitely making a big case for that player of the game, the Zion Pharmacy player of the game. He's played well all game. And now we're going to have a whistle blow. And it looks like a timeout going to be called for Duchesne. So we do have a Southern Utah News timeout. Southern Utah News for all types of printing services. Call 644-2900. That's Southern Utah News. We'll take the break with Duchesne leading Kanab 21-7 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zion's dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zion's, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Second and 17 for Duchesne as we come out of the Southern Utah News at timeout. But as we mentioned, Cody Stubbs, the 70-plus yard scoop and score. He's had some good kick returns for the Eagles so far, for the Cowboys so far in this one. He's got 10 rushing yards. Cody Stubbs right now definitely making a big case that Zion Pharmacy player of the game.
He's played a nice game.
He has, offering computerized prescription service, prompt refills, and friendly service. That's Zion Pharmacy in Kanab, your family's pharmacy. And that scoop and score was our Garcane Energy play of the game for over 75 years. Garcane Energy, quality service and local control. Out of the timeout, here come the Eagles. Second down and 17. They send Adams in motion. High snap. Grant able to go down, pull it down. Give me the option. Pitches it out to Adams. Adams slips, and he gets hit hard as he does so. Was that Whitesides again? No, it's going to be Caden McDonald that delivers the shot this time for Kanab.
And that's how you teach to do form tackling. You don't lead with your helmet. You got him right with his shoulder pad and planted it and put him down.
Going to be a 4-yard pickup for Adams. Adams had 2 first-half carries, 6 carries in this second half. Yeah, good shot there by Caden McDonald. Make it third down and about 13 now for Duchesne. So another big third down play here for the Kanab defense. Grant in the shotgun. 2 players go in motion, takes a snap, gives it to Davis. Davis hitting the backfield, and down he goes again as Kanab brought the house.
Yeah,
and another tackle for loss.
And I don't see a flag. I thought it was just me, but 2 players did go in motion. And it's a non-factor.
Non-factor. In fact, it worked out better for Kanab probably as they lost 3 yards and it's 4th down.
It's funny you commented on that because I did notice that, and I thought, I wonder if I just thought that.
3-yard loss there for Davis. So the punt team comes out. Kanab looking to send everybody. Ford, that's Brock Ford on to kick it away. Here comes the house and nearly got a piece of it. Line drive punt does take a big Duchesne bounce. He kicked it away from Marcus Fox. It'll go all the way down to the 20-yard line. Great punt by Brock Ford as Kanab brought the house on that one to try to get a block.
Yeah, what a terrific punt. That's a 39-yard punt on a snap that looked like might go over his head. He did a terrific job of bringing it down and getting the punt to go 39 yards.
Big drive now coming up for Kanab. 8:34 to go in the game. This is a drive where they've got to show some mettle here and find a way to put one in the end zone and not take up too much time at the same time here, Rick.
I agree with you. Have you noticed how I've liked your calculator today?
That's right, my down dial.
Yeah.
Appreciate you using it. Wide left is Jackman for the Cowboys. Double wing set. Shakespeare the tight right. Fox under center. He sends McDonald in motion. Gives it to McDonald. McDonald cuts inside. Hit low, and he'll be brought down there. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but might have lost about a half a yard. That's what they're going to say, about a half-yard loss there. So second down and about 10.5.
That was just a terrific tackle there by Brock Adams. It looked like there was a lot of room there. Instead, Kanab ends up with a 1-yard loss.
So second down and just under 11 yards now for Kanab. Again, double wing set, one receiver to the left. Fox under center. Again, McDonald goes in motion. Again, gives it to McDonald. Here comes the halfback pass going down the sideline for Jackman. Jackman, what a grab! Carter Jackman reached out, caught it on his fingertips, going to the ground with a huge play for the Cowboys across midfield.
It doesn't matter what level of football, the pros, college, high school, any level, that was an unbelievable reach out and bring the football in. It looked like it was overthrown. He just caught it diving and hit the ground.
Beautiful throw by McDonald, put it where only his man could get it, and he delivers with a 31-yard reception to Carter Jackman. 1st and 10 after the Lumber Plus first down for the Cowboys. They send Stubbs in motion. Stubbs takes the handoff, cuts up the middle, gets across midfield. The ball came loose. Duchesne says they have it.
You know, it appeared they did, but sometimes I've learned you always wait till they signal because you never know.
Second down. Kanab maintains possession.
Like I said, from our appearance, it appeared that Duchesne had come up with it, but you just never know. That ball sometimes changes hands.
Just across the 50 now is where they'll spot about a half-yard gain for Stubbs. Carter Jackman's having a great game as well, making a case for that Zion Pharmacy player of the game. We've also, of course, got the Kanab drug sub of the game. Second down and 9. Fox under center. One receiver wide left will be Hafen. Double wing set. Blomquist steps up. Takes a snap. Drops the pass, does Fox. Looking to the left. Going to throw to the left. Looking for Hafen. Hafen is going to cut out, and that one's too far outside. Can't make a play on it. Falls incomplete.
Yeah, that ball went out of bounds by a couple yards. No chance of completion there, but, again, no chance of interception either.
So third down and about 9.5 for Kanab. 7 minutes to go in the game, 21-7. Duchesne leads Kanab on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Duchesne scored all 21 points in the first half. Kanab's only touchdown was a 70-plus yard scoop and score by Cody Stubbs defensively.
But by anybody's standard, Kanab has played much, much better this half.
Absolutely. Receiver wide right is Jackman. Fox under center. Going to send Stubbs in motion. Fakes the handoff. Throws across the middle. Has a man. That's Caden McDonald inside the 40-yard line for another Lumber Plus first down.
And he just went back on a straight drop back. Left-handed passer and just planted, and Fox delivered the pass.
McDonald now throwing for 31 yards. He's also got 15 yards in receiving yards after that one. So, Lumber Plus first down, 1st and 10 inside the 40 for Kanab. Receiver left is Hafen. Fox under center, takes a snap, drops the pass, looking to his left. Going to throw for Hafen down the far sideline. Hafen goes up. Did he haul it in? Yes, he did. What a catch. Drew Hafen makes the unbelievable catch on the far sideline inside the 10-yard line.
And those have been 2 unbelievable catches on this drive. The one at the 50-yard line, now Hafen here, and it was just thrown perfectly and on a dead run over his shoulder.
A 30-yard pass for another Lumber Plus first down. The over-the-shoulder catch by the Drew Hafen, the sophomore. So first and goal from about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line for the Cowboys. Fox under center. Receiver to the left is Jackman. He'll take the snap, dropping the pass again, going to throw in the middle, and unable to haul it in was Stubbs. I think Stubbs heard the footsteps coming there, Rick.
Yeah, it looked like Stubbs was more open than that, and then as the ball got there, you could see the two Duchesne defenders that were sandwiched on each side of him. That would have been just another tough catch.
Kind of pulled the arms back a little bit there at the end. I think, again, you could see those players coming.
He looked more open until you looked back at it.
Yeah. So to make it second and goal from about the 8.5-yard line for Kanab. Trying to make this a one-score game. Fox under center. Receiver to the right is Hafen. Marcus looking for Hafen. Going to throw to the out route, and a little miscommunication there as Hafen ran a little different route than what Fox had in mind, it looks like. So it falls incomplete. Third and goal now for the Cowboys.
This has been just a wildly entertaining 1A football game because it's had a little bit of everything in it.
Kanab trying to get their first offensive score of the game. 6:23 to go. They're down 21-7. It's third and goal from about the 8.5-yard line. Now Jackman, receiver to the right. Fox takes a snap, fakes the handoff, moves to his left, throws to the end zone. It's dropped off his chest. He couldn't hold on to it as it falls incomplete at the goal line.
And that was just pretty good defense by, I believe it was Carlos Lopez down there, but he could have caught it.
Yeah, Caden McDonald just couldn't hold on to that one. As it's now fourth and goal from the 9-yard line. We've already seen 2 trips in the red zone this second half for Kanab where they've come up empty. Receiver to the right will be McDonald. Receiver to the left is Hafen. Shakespeare tight right. Fox under center. Takes a snap, drops the pass, looking to his right, throws to his right, incomplete. He was looking for Shakespeare on the out route, and a flag will come in. Is it going to be roughing the passer and extend this drive?
You could see the referee nodding his head. That is, and I didn't see it, but this is the way the referee was signaling. This will be a roughing the passer.
See the official word from the referee, the white hat, and that's what it's going to be. It'll be half the distance to the goal. We'll put them inside the 5-yard line. And new life for Kanab's offense. First and goal from about the 4-yard line.
I don't like calling it before I actually signals, but I could just tell by the way he handled his demeanor there. That's what he was calling.
Big call there. So first and goal from inside the 5 now for Kanab. Receiver wide right, and I mean wide right is Jackman. Single coverage with Davis. Fox under center. He sends Stubbs in motion, gives it to Stubbs. Stubbs cuts back inside, makes a move into the end zone, and touchdown Cowboys.
Well, I thought he was in the end zone, and you said he was in the end zone, but I didn't see a signal, and finally the signal came.
I agree. I was waiting for that signal, but it finally did occur.
Well, I thought he was a good couple of yards in there. I thought maybe I'm missing something here.
But another score for Stubbs, his second touchdown of the game, as the Cowboys making this a one-score game with 6:08 to go as they trail Duchesne 21-13, PAT pending here. So Carter Jackman set to kick the extra point for Kanab. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, might have got partially tipped, but he does kick it through for the extra point. So it's 21-14. Duchesne leads Kanab by 1 touchdown on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard with 6:08 to go on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and at Centricom Channel 10.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Car Wise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Car Wise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Car Wise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today.
CarWiseUtah.com.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home. For intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centracom.com to upgrade your internet today.
All of a sudden, we've got ourselves a ball game here in Duchesne with Kanab putting their first offensive touchdown on the board to make it 21-14. Duchesne 21 in the first half, Kanab 14 in the second half, and it's a one-touchdown game. Kanab's already recovered one kind of onside kick today. We'll see if they try
Could
again.
You recover two?
Could you recover two? 6:08 to go.
It's just there's still lots of time. Oh, and it's kicked by Fryer.
And a deep kick this time. Davis has it at about the 10-yard line. Here comes the Kanab kick team. And some confusion there with what's going on down the field. It almost looked like he was stopping it and then it kept going, and he will be brought down across the 20-yard line.
It's because, and I'm sorry I said that, they surprised me as quickly as they kicked it.
Yeah.
They haven't done that.
Right, and we haven't seen a kick quite like that either. They're going to put it right at the 25, it looks like, for Duchesne with 5:58 to go in the game. Duchesne hasn't moved the ball near as well this half as they did in the first half. The Cowboy defense doing much better. They had one really good drive. They got 25 yards on it, but still resulted in a punt. That was their last drive for Duchesne. Other than that, though, they have not moved the football against this Kanab defense in half number 2. Kanab's been bringing the blitz a lot. Here's the snap. It's going to hand off to Davis. Davis trying to get the edge, and Kanab this time ready for it and stepping there to make the play for the Kanab defense. Let's see, was that, I think looks like it was Sam Orton that came in and made the play.
Yes, that's who it was.
Orton, of course, the quarterback to begin the year for Kanab, got injured before the Duchesne game last time around. Davis going to lose a couple of yards back to the 23-yard line.
This game has not been the same since Kanab picked up that fumble recovery. It's been a different game since then, and you wonder why a play does that, but it just does sometimes in football.
Kanab, by the way, also with 2 empty trips in the red zone in this second half. Here's a snap to Grant. He's going to roll out to the right side, looking to pass. Drops back, has a man open on the near side, and Davis, he finally does see him and throws it to him. Sam Orton coming up, and he'll be tackled from behind. He's going to be shy of the first down marker. Still going to be third and about 5 or 6 yards, excuse me.
Jackman
about
was
8 yards.
there, and Stubbs were there to make the tackle, but he was jumping up and down looking for the football.
They're going to put it at the, looks like the 26-yard line is where they spotted it, so just about a 3-yard gain. So another big third down play here for the Eagles. When they've needed 9 yards, they've consistently gotten 11 yards, and so we'll see what they do here.
I'll tell you, high school football at its best here. A lot of excitement, a lot of tension on both sides.
Grant in the shotgun. They send Adams in motion, looking to get the offside again, and hard count here, and they're going to call, looks like, nope, the delay of game penalty did come in from the back judge, so that'll march them back 5 more yards.
These two teams played to a 14-6 game 6 weeks ago, you said, and it was all Duchesne for the first quarter and a half, and this game is just a nail-biter here. Terrific high school football game.
Third down now and about 13 for Duchesne as they take the ball back to the 21-yard line. Third down about 14 as they need to get out to the 35. And the Kanab crowd getting into it. Coach Bucky Orton on the sideline. He's pumped after that defensive play a moment ago. Third and long here for Duchesne. Take the snap. Hand off to Ford at the middle. Ford breaks a tackle. Gets hit high. He'll go down. And a flag will come in from the line judge. And we'll see for sure what the call is here from the official.
And we'll see what
see if it's a face mask.
It is a face mask, but it's
just a 5-yarder, so they'll still be short of the first down.
It's not an automatic first down, but they will get to replay the down.
They got the ball out to about the 27-yard line, so they'll still be shy. Nope, they're going to march off 15.
He is marking a 15. Hey, we did not see him mark a personal foul face mask, but obviously it was.
So a 6-yard run for Ford, and the face mask penalty comes in big there.
Both you and I were looking for the personal foul.
Yeah, and he didn't show it
nope.
initially. So 8 penalties on Kanab for 77 yards in the game, 7 on Duchesne for 50 yards.
Penalties have been big in this game. Kanab benefited from a roughing the passer. Now Duchesne benefits from a face mask.
So Lumber Plus first down, courtesy of the face mask for Duchesne. One receiver right is Claiborne. Double wing set. Going to let the time run down. Grant takes a snap, gives it to Ford. Ford gets hit, lowers the shoulder, keeps on moving. He's going to get across the 45 for pickup of about 2 or 3 yards.
And clock an ally for this Duchesne team. There continues to run 3:37, 3:36.
Ford with 91 yards on the ground on 18 carries in the game, about a 4.5 yard per carry average. 3:21 to go in the game. 21-14 Duchesne trying to advance to the semifinals against Parowan next week in Payson. Receiver wide right is Claiborne. Double wing set for the tailback. Clock is going. The back judge is giving his time. Grant takes a snap, and I think Coach Cowan called timeout. Didn't like where it was going, so Coach Cowan does call timeout. His second timeout used of the half, a Southern Utah News at timeout. Dennis and Dixie, the award-winning Southern Utah News, are celebrating 25 years of providing news coverage in Southern Utah. 3:05 to go in the game on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. It's Duchesne 21, Kanab 14 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
Yeah, welcome back here to Duchesne High School. 3:05 to go in the game. It's second down and about 7 for the Duchesne Eagles coming out of the Southern Utah News at timeout. Kanab desperately needing a defensive stop here as they trail Duchesne 21-14 on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. For fine crafted furniture products, visit Kanab Furniture, 681 Shinley Drive in Kanab. Second down and 7. They're near midfield here, 41-yard line. Or the 46-yard line, excuse me. Referee and the umpire meeting over the ball. Now they'll get it set. They're going to add time to the clock, it looks like. 3:07. They're going to say add 2 seconds on the clock. So add some time to the clock here, which is obviously helpful for Kanab. They want it to be at 3:07. And now they got it squared away, so they'll add 2 seconds onto the clock here. 3:07 to go in the game on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Second down and about 7.
And for those who joined us in the first, maybe trying to check in on the score, this is a lot different game than the first half was.
Yeah, 21-0 at halftime for Duchesne. Since then, Kanab has put up 2 touchdowns in the second half, a scoop and score for Cody Stubbs, then a 4-yard touchdown run for Cody Stubbs, as he's had just a sensational game all game long, has Stubbs for Kanab. Second down and 7 here. Grant in the shotgun formation, one receiver to the right. They send Adams in motion. Give it to him. Adams looking to cut up the field. Has some room to run. He's across midfield to Lumber Plus. First down. 4 Cowboys pile in. They're trying to strip him. The pile keeps moving. And it looks like he's going to hold on and go down to the 30-yard line. A huge run for the Eagles.
Yeah, and there was, 6, 7 Cowboys grabbing him. And he just kept churning his feet, showing a power run. And that was good. The whistle didn't blow, and they gave him the yardage.
24-yard run for Adams, and that'll make it a 1st and 10 from the Kanab 30-yard line. First and 10. Receiver wide right is Claiborne. Again, double wing set. Grant takes a snap, gives it to Davis. Davis trying to get the edge. Here comes the Kanab defense, and it's going to be he'll go down just to make sure he doesn't go out of bounds, as he'll just go to the ground and lose about 4 yards on the carry.
And Bucky hurried and called timeout.
So first time out of the game called by first time out of the half called by Coach Bucky Orton. That's again a Southern Utah News at timeout for printing services. Check out Southern Utah News, 644-2900. First time out of the game for Kanab. 2:25 to go in this one on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Duchesne 21, Kanab 14 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Our family is serving your family for over 50 years.
I mentioned earlier that Gavin Davis was over the 100-yard rushing mark. He got up to 105. Since then, he's had 4 straight negative plays. So he's now down below 90 yards.
He still had a nice game.
He has had a nice game.
And the nature of the way Kanab has defended it, and Kanab's done a different job of defending the outside now.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Now, it wasn't even at halftime that started happening, but this fourth quarter, they have definitely done a better job of trying to take that away from Davis.
And what the outside has done is turned him inside, and there's been inside help.
So 2nd down and 14 for Duchesne coming out of the Southern Utah News timeout. Receiver to the right is Claiborne. Double wing set again. Skylar Ford the tailback. Grant, shotgun formation. Going to send Adams in motion, takes a snap, gives it to Adams. Adams has a hole, cuts up. He'll be hit by Stubbs, and he'll be pushed around. He'll eventually go down after about a 2-yard gain down to the 32-yard line and make it 3rd and about 12. And it looks like Coach Orton going to use another timeout.
Yeah.
Or did he not?
Yeah, he did call timeout, and they stopped it immediately.
Okay. Yes, they did.
And it's going to be a 3rd and long here. But for Duchesne, I'd be shocked if we saw them pass. I'm sure they're going to run it again. Maybe not, but
they've had one big pass play in this game where Brockford was way behind the Kanab defense for a 30-yard gain after he had dropped 2 passes earlier in this one. But they're so far in the game, Grant is 3 for 9 passing for 39 yards and an interception.
Question I have is, would Duchesne punt if they ended up in a 4th down situation here to try and pin Kanab deep with no timeouts?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or would they go for it, which they have done most of the game today? That's why coaches are paid big bucks to make those kind of decisions.
That's exactly right. 1 timeout left for Kanab, 1 timeout left for Duchesne in this one. 21-14 Eagles on top of the Cowboys here on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. Do appreciate all of our sponsors to help make our broadcast possible on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10, including Carwise Auto Sales in Salina, Central Valley Medical Center, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Zions Bank, Centricom Channel 10, Materion Natural Resources, Garrett Honda, Security Insurance, Stevens Feed, Azamite, and Snow College, along with, of course, many others that help make these broadcasts possible. Coming up after the game, by the way, we will, of course, have the Sunrise Engineering post-game show, so stay tuned for that. 3rd down and 12 for Duchesne coming out of the Southern Utah News timeout. 2:19 to go in this one. Holding on to a 1-touchdown lead are the Eagles. Kanab trying to get a big stop here. Grant in the shotgun formation. He's got 1 receiver wide left. That's Claiborne. Single coverage. No help over the top. Handed off to Ford. Ford lowers the shoulder. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He's driven back. Got back to the line, but no more. And they'll make it 4th down and 12 for Duchesne.
And Kanab immediately calling timeout here. And now the question comes in, will Duchesne try and go for it here, or will they punt the football? And I would guess they would punt and try and pin Kanab way down with just over 2 minutes to go in the game and no timeouts.
Going to be a loss of a yard as they put that back at the 33, so it'll be 4th and 13 now for the Eagles. And maybe if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 5, you go for it. But 4th and 13, why not try to pin them deep?
You and I would guess they do that, but you just never know.
You don't.
Because you worry about a blocked punt. You worry about a lot of things, a high snap. And Duchesne did have a high snap last time, but it was brought down nicely, and they got a good punt. So I would guess they'll punt in this situation, try and pin Kanab deep in their own territory.
2:13 to go in the game on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. 21-14 Duchesne leads the Cowboys of Kanab. Kanab with all of their points in the second half. Duchesne with all their points in the first half. And Kanab on 4th down, trying to get the ball back here and have a chance to try to put it in the end zone and tie it up, if nothing else, and try to send it into overtime. Or maybe if they get it, they'll try to go for 2 and go for the win.
Game all changed on a 75-yard fumble recovery by Stubbs, who raced 75 yards and gave Kanab their first score in the 3rd quarter.
Duchesne going for it. Grant in the shotgun formation. Claiborne wide left. They're going to send Davis in motion. Fake the handoff. He drops back to pass. Throws down the middle of the field. Intercepted. Cody Stubbs has it for the Cowboys. That's Jackman for the Cowboys. His second interception. He's coming the other way. He's across the 40-yard line. Another big play for the Cowboys. Jackman with his second interception.
Well, still 2:03 to go, but no timeouts for Kanab. And the Cowboys, last time they moved the football, it was in the air, but it was some just terrific catches.
Yes, it was. 2:03 to go in the game, and Kanab with the football on their own 42-yard line, 58 yards to go. Houston Strelzin Restaurant score update for you. The Aggies of Utah State beat New Mexico 61-19. Jordan Love, 448 yards of passing and 4 touchdowns. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Fox under center. Receiver wide right is McDonald. Jackman wide left. Looking for Jackman. Quick pass on the hitch route. Underthrew it. Jackman dives forward. Does he make the catch? They're going to say he caught it. To me, it looked like that might have hit the turf.
Well, you and I both thought it hit the turf. Yeah, I mean, I thought it did, but, you know.
They call it a catch out to the 47-yard line, so a 5-yard pickup.
Probably good for Duchesne anyway because the clock rolled.
Another pass down the sideline to Jackman. Jackman kind of got tied up there, and he was open but turned late and didn't see it as it goes incomplete.
The clock did roll with the pass completion. Now on the incomplete pass, it does stop.
So it's 3rd down and about 5 now for the Cowboys. At the 47-yard line, they need to get to the 48 in Duchesne territory. 1:41 to go on the Kanab Furniture scoreboard. No timeouts left for Kanab. Fox under center. Receiver wide to each side, the wing to the left. Fox takes a snap, looking for McDonald, throws to the out route, caught at the 50-yard line, makes a move, and he's going to be shy of the first down, about a yard shy at the 49-yard line, and that'll make it 4th and 1 for Kanab.
On the Duchesne side of the field, Kanab season, they have to get this first down to continue it.
4th and 1. Minute 20 to go in the game. Kanab 49 yards away from trying to tie this one up. No timeouts left. Receiver to each side. Jackman and McDonald. Blomquist the tailback. Fox under center. Takes a snap. Looking to pass on 4th down. Going to throw. Ball's tipped. It's in the air. Knocked down. And Duchesne is going to get the win here as they knock it away on 4th down. And that will do it for the Kanab Cowboys. The minute 3 to go. Duchesne takes over at midfield.
And I think Miller was the person who did it. That ball was flying in the air as it was tipped, and Miller said it'd do no good to try and intercept it. I think he's the one that swatted the football down. That was a terrific play.
Heads up play by Miller, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Duchesne as the Cowboys will have their season come to an end in the quarterfinals. With no timeouts left, a couple of knees for Duchesne will wrap this one up. What a game we've had here today between these two 1A traditional powers.
Well, it's almost like it took Kanab, a quarter and a half before they actually got moving. But once they did, the game was better, but the game really changed on the fumble recovery.
Yes, it did. That Garcane Energy play of the game, the Cody Stubbs 70-plus yard scoop and score for the first touchdown of the game for Kanab. Another knee here from the quarterback, Cason Grant, for Duchesne. I'll take one more knee, and then that will do it. Gets under 25 seconds, so that's your final. Duchesne with a 21-14 win. They hold on to beat the Cowboys of Kanab and advance to the semifinals next week against Parowan at Payson High School in 1A semifinal action. The other semifinal is Milford and Monticello in that one, also going to be in Payson next week. But what a game here. We'll take a break and come back with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools. Materion Natural Resources in Delta, Utah, advocating education and athletic competition in our Millard County communities. Materion is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materion offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools. Materion Natural Resources.
Campus life at Snow College is awesome. On our small, friendly residential campus, you can participate in fun student life events, join student clubs, and cheer on our nationally ranked athletic teams. And if you want adventure, you can find about every outdoor activity imaginable just minutes from campus. Come check out Snow College and see why it's one of the best two-year schools in the nation at snow.edu.
You've seen Zions Bank's name at sporting events, performances, and fundraisers. We're just about everywhere. Your children and grandchildren see Zions dedicated employees in their classroom, teaching them how to save. We do all this because we have skin in the game. We support South Central Utah because we live and work here too. So we're as committed to this community's future as you are. When it comes to choosing to bank at Zions, rest assured you're selecting a company dedicated to bringing value to South Central Utah's businesses, individuals, and families.
ZionsBank.com, member FDIC.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
Stevens Feed and Holden serves the surrounding communities in Millard County as well as farmers in central and southern Utah. They buy, sell, and haul alfalfa hay. You can be assured that you'll get the right price while receiving the service you deserve at Stevens Feed in Holden.
Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Got my ride at Car Wise, and another great deal, and another great deal, another great deal is there. Hey, we're gonna get you approved, come on in today. Got my ride at Car Wise, they can get you approved, and another great deal. Got my ride at Car Wise. Are you ready? Are you ready to save? Come on in today. CarWiseUtah.com.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson, and this is the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. And an exciting game that we had here today, Rick. Really kind of a crazy game in a lot of ways, but the final, Duchesne gets the win 21-14. They advance to the semifinals. Kanab will have their season come to an end. Your takeaway, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, Kanab could have dished it in. They were down 21-0 and just honestly played a real like they were still on a bus trip for the first quarter and a half. But when they got going, Kanab played tough football, and they showed why they have a good football program. I give all the credit to Bucky Orton and staff and his players. They did not quit in this one, and they had a chance to win this game.
They absolutely did, and they fell about 49 yards shy of trying to tie this one up with a minute left.
Well, they've tried to tie it or go for two. I don't know that I've been willing to try and tie it, and trying to go in overtime with Duchesne. You just don't know.
Never know, but a well-played game, especially by Duchesne in this one. They came out and they established what they wanted to do in the first half early and often to get that 21-0 lead at halftime. And then Kanab came out and kind of pulled a few tricks out of the bag to make some big plays, but two empty trips in the red zone for Kanab.
Kanab was lucky to only be down 21-0.
Yeah.
Because I thought Duchesne was so dominant. However, Duchesne was lucky to win this game the way they did, because Kanab had two trips in the red zone where they just really didn't do much.
Exactly. Two empty trips that hurt them obviously as well. But a great game we had here today between Kanab and Duchesne. Unfortunately for the Cowboys, their season comes to an end in the quarterfinals, and Duchesne advances to the semis next week against Parowan. 3 South teams in the semifinals, and Duchesne, the lone team out of the North, that will be playing at Payson High School next week. Let's take a look at the final stats in this one. Of course, your CC Auto Parts Pit Stop Stat Check. And CC Auto Parts, a huge inventory of automotive parts and top quality automotive paint, RV, ATV parts. That's CC Auto Parts, your Napa Auto Parts store in Kanab. And for the Duchesne Eagles, let's start there, as they finished the game with 327 total yards of offense, 121 in the second half, 288 rushing yards, and 39 passing yards. did Duchesne. Leading the way there, Skylar Ford, he had 19 carries for 90 yards. Gavin Davis, 13 carries for 89 yards in the game. And then in the second half was when Adams got going. Brock Adams, he finished with 10 carries for 72 yards. The quarterback, Kason Grant, 3 carries for 18 yards. And then Jaron Mortensen, 2 carries for 19 yards for the Eagles. That's how they finished. The quarterback, Kason Grant, he ends up going 3 for 10 passing for 39 yards, and he threw 2 interceptions in the game as well, did Grant. And then receiving-wise, Brock Ford, 1 catch for 30 yards. Gavin Davis had 2 catches for 9 yards for the Eagles. But it was the ground game, 288 rushing yards, and it wasn't necessarily the ground and pound up the middle. I mean, Skylar Ford got his yards, 19 carries for 90 yards, but getting it to Gavis Davis and Brock Adams on the outside, that's where they did the damage.
Yeah, it's because it was consistent, and when Kanab got back in the game at the end, they took that away.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, I think especially, they were able to slow down that run, those big runs that they had.
Well, and on the outside, when they made their stops, it was preventing the outside and able to turn them inside. And, I just give Kanab credit. They made some changes. They really looked like they were outmanned early, and they came back and made a game of this.
Yes, they did. So there's your stats for Duchesne. Again, your CC Auto Parts Pit Stop stat check. Let's look at Kanab. By my unofficial count here, I have them finishing with 137 yards. They only had 37 at halftime, though, so 100 yards in the second half for the Cowboys. Just 34 rushing yards in the game, though, for Kanab. They just could not get anything going in the run game.
And that is why they couldn't score when they got in the red zone, is their inability to run really created the problem. Yeah. They did score their one touchdown other than the return fumble. They did score on a run, so they made a nice run. I think it was 4 yards out, and that play was nice. But most of the time they're running, they just couldn't pick up runs.
Right, they could not. As leading the way there was Caden McDonald. He had 4 carries for 19 yards. Cody Stubbs had 7 carries for 15 yards and that touchdown run. And then Kyle Blomquist, 5 carries for 6 yards. Marcus Fox, 2 for -13. And Dallin Whitesides had 3 carries for 7 yards in the game for Kanab. Passing-wise, Marcus Fox, by my unofficial count, I have him going 8 for 22 in the air for 72 yards. He did throw 2 interceptions as well. And then Caden McDonald on a halfback pass was 1 for 1 for 31 yards in the game. Leading the way receiving was Carter Jackman, a beautiful fingertip diving catch by Jackman. He had 3 catches for 42 yards. Caden McDonald, 3 for 18 yards. Drew Hafen, 1 for 30 yards, and ISO for the shoulder grab. And then Kyle Blomquist, 1 for 12, and Cody Stubbs, 1 for 1 yard.
We would have been talking about Hafen's terrific catch. It wasn't for Jackman's diving to the ground and caught it in midair. I mean, that was just beautiful.
Yes, it was. A couple of great catches, both those coming on the same drive. The one from McDonald to Jackman, then from Fox to Hafen. So there's your final stats, your CC Auto Parts Pit Stop stat check. We'll take a quick break here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Come back and wrap things up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and, of course, Centricom Channel 10.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centricom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
And welcome back here to Duchesne High School. Robert Lovell again with you alongside Rick Robinson as we're to wrap up our coverage here from Duchesne High School with Duchesne getting the 21-14 win over Kanab to advance the 1A semifinals next week against Parowan. And let's get a quick Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant score update for you as New Orleans, the Pelicans, leading the Jazz 31-28 end of the first quarter there. Anthony Davis out in that game too. And now, hey, let's get a more recent one, Rick. Jazz are up.
32-31. I had to throw
Happens
that
quickly in basketball,
yeah,
right?
That game's far from over.
Stop in for delicious Western entrees and chicken fried steak with Bob's Homemade Country Gravy. Houston's Trails Inn Restaurant, where the waitresses wear guns on their hips and a smile on their lips. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show, creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. And let's take a look at the way the brackets are set up now, Rick, for the 1A classification. Of course, so we had 3 games yesterday. Today was the only game. This game was the only game today on Saturday for the 3 lower classification quarterfinal games. And yesterday you had Milford getting the win 41-27 over Layton Christian. Milford ranked number 1, undefeated on the year so far, the defending state champs, but they've shown some struggles the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and 3-4 weeks ago I would have said no one's got a chance at them, and they still got one of the greatest, one of the best quarterbacks, a great team.
Bryson Barnes, phenomenal.
And they're the defending state champs, so you'd have to favor them, but that's why you play.
Yes, it is. And so I've got Milford. They're taking on Monticello next week. And we have been told once again these will be taking place at Payson High School. And Monticello went into Rich and beat them 41-0 yesterday. That's tough to do. Even though Rich is down, that's tough to do.
Yeah, and Monticello's come on. Monticello gave Milford a pretty good game the first time they played.
Yeah,
so
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think that semifinal game ought to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it should. Then Parowan got the win over Altamont 27-0 yesterday, and of course Duchesne the 21-14 win over Kanab. So it's Parowan and Duchesne next week. And again, we've been told that is at Payson High School. In the 2A classification, we've been told this will be at Timpview. The UHSAA hasn't officially updated the bracket yet, though, to show that or give us game times. But on the top half, we've got South Summit after they beat Enterprise 35-19, taking on Millard after Millard upset San Juan essentially on the road 17-13. I think you and I both agree Millard probably ranked higher anyway than San Juan.
Yeah, we both like Millard.
But Millard, South Summit, 2 North teams on that side. Then on the other side of the bracket, Grand beat South Sevier 28-21 last night. Beaver beat Delta on the road 27-8. So you've got 2 South teams with Beaver and Grand taking on each other in the other semifinal in the 2A classification. Again, no times listed yet, and they haven't officially listed the location, but we have been told that'll be at Timpview High School next week. Then for the 3A classification, this one is official as Morgan a late field goal to beat Juab 24-22 yesterday, and then North Sanpete over Union 21-7. So Morgan North Sanpete will play at 11 o'clock next Saturday. We'll, of course, have that on our sister station, KMTI, on the radio side, and, of course, here on Local 10.tv.
I got one thing to say about that. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. So that'll be at 11 o'clock next Saturday at Provo High School. Then at 1:30, Summit Academy plays Juan Diego after Summit Academy beat Ridgefield 40-21, and Juan Diego beat Grantsville 41-14. So that's your other semifinal. So 3 South teams in the 3A classification, 3 South teams in the 1A classification, making it to the semifinals.
Yeah, and the South really has had a good football year.
In all 3 classifications.
Yes, I agree
felt like
with
the
you.
2A South was better than the 2A North, but the top 2 teams, the 2A North, in my mind, South Summit and Millard, very good.
Yes, and obviously in the 2A, South Summit's who you'd have to favor. And the Power Guide, Perry's Power Guide, the computer has them 10 points ahead of Summit, who has the highest power rating in the computer. So South, that tells you how good South Summit is. They would be favored according to the computer in the 3A.
Yes, they would. And Beaver and South Summit the last few years probably would have been as well in that 3A classification. They've had such good runs, those two programs. So that's going to do it for us here today. Rick, any final thoughts as we wrap up our coverage from Duchesne?
No, it was enjoyable to come here. I'm glad Kanab came back and really played well. You know, I feel bad. Obviously, you and I were following Kanab and rooting for Kanab, but nonetheless, they gave it a great effort, and they had a chance to win this game.
Yes, they did, but they fall short. 21-14 is your final. Duchesne will advance the semifinals, and Kanab has their season come to an end. We do once again want to give our appreciation to V6 Media up here in the northern part of the state as they provided our cameras for tonight and also internet and a few other things for us here today. So appreciate Elliot and his crew here at V6 Media. And, of course, the guys back at the studio, Jason Pipes back there in the radio station. And he's Rick Robinson. I'm Robert Lovell. Thank you for listening and watching. And we wish you to have a great weekend, everybody. Go to midutahradio.com and check out the broadcast schedule on the sports page. We'll have that broadcast schedule up for you early next week so you know what games and where those games will be listened to and watched here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Channel 10.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centracom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on Centracom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.